And we're live, ladies and gentlemen.
Why am I here?
Hello and
Well,
welcome
fucking mutant, man.
to this shit show.
Can I be moved?
Yeah, get out, Boyd.
I can't.
Dealt with them.
I was just going to do this.
Hey,
Only Richard and
How many people just left?
Hello.
no one just
Moved,
left.
Matt.
We're
Nobody
moving.
Nick was
So-
moving everyone over to the campaign one on my jig.
So, people.
Right, now I'm live.
Right, y'all. Has
Nick.
everyone
I thought
has
you were
everyone looked
gymnast.
at the map?
Yes.
No, what's a map?
Yes. Campaign.
Campaign rundown. There is now
I
a...
know the map.
If Nick
Don't
wants to
worry.
fucking choose grey and white again for colours, I'm going to lamp him.
I didn't choose.
Yeah.
That is the website that chose.
Y'all can recolor that shit.
I ain't spending time to recolor that shit.
What's
Well,
the
we're right
green
next to like a
thing?
ton of iron, so it's fine.
The big
Yeah,
green
so-
dot is the labeling of city. The big coloured dots are labeling of
Yeah,
cities.
we're at the big blue dot right
We know,
now.
yeah.
The mountain we were at
Well,
to
there's
get
the key.
fucking.
Because I only needed it for
stone.
the materials at this point in time.
Yeah.
I could have
The
turned
mount-
off.
the mountain we were at to get the stone also has iron on it apparently.
But anyway, as quick recap of what we went through last time, we dug into a cliff. We we accidentally pickaxed awake an earth elemental. Exploded said
There
earth
was no
elemental.
accidental. We pickaxed it.
Accidentally.
It
I
could
Connor
have been a
almost
wall.
died. It was.
Exploded.
Yeah, I had to
was
telekinesis him out the way.
Exploded said earth elemental, and then
Place I live.
went back to town and picked up a new quest. Said quest is another mining trip, but
I mean, technically it's the second quest we picked up, but whatever.
I said
'cause we
picked
kept
up a.
fucking picking up the same rock quest like 60,000
Nah, like
times.
nah, it's the second quest we picked up that day.
Yeah,
yeah.
technically.
But you went back.
Like the first one we did was moving rocks.
Yeah, you did not go for a rest after that one. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That.
No, we did.
Yeah, you did. So
we went for a rest, then we woke up, took the quest for the iron, and then went over to Weeb.
Yes.
And then discovered bar guy. Done.
Yes.
Hopefully the bar guy, hopefully Gerd has a better naming sense than his parents.
Nope.
Yeah. We
Oh.
little still need to find out that. now.
Anyway, so you,
Rila needs to fucking kill herself at this point in time.
No one knows. Only you know what happened.
go, Renee, I will send it to you for now, but
Can I have input on it? No, come on. He's named after a fucking town that Aragorn rules. Can you not?
I didn't realise that.
Why are you like this?
But
Right.
Failure of a human being.
Nick,
what? Yeah, pretty much.
So, we've got the map. Where we go?
Yes.
everywhere.
We need to
I've
know.
now applied the map to my stream.
I need
so
to
people
add
can watch.
sounds to the damn.
Are we heading
Where's
to
the quickest
closest
place that
iron-
I can
You just gotta
kill
find your own
myself?
sounds.
Go to the-
Wherever, you could probably drown yourself.
I know to us.
No, because Mom would save me if I tried to
Li-
drown
literally,
myself in
I
the
the
river.
have
clo-
my word.
The closest iron node to where we are is literally where we went to get the damn rocks.
Yeah, I say we go
Oh,
back
for
there.
fuck's sake.
Like
At least
literally,
we'll
there's
be
three of
known.
them.
We've dealt with the fucking elemental, so unless another one's inhabited the same fucking
Don't worry,
spot,
we'll
and
just
I'm gonna
kill
whack it
all
in the
of them.
fucking noggin with a pickaxe. Then...
Okay, let's just go.
At least we now know that gem headstones are worth.
Nah, Connor, don't worry. This time I'll just intimidate the thing into leaving us alone.
Please do.
If it has an intelligence that can be intimidated.
If it knows the language,
you
it can
could-
be intimidated.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much same place.
Like especially by me.
Let's go back there then.
Let's
Come
just
on.
fucking go.
I guess.
I need to do all the fucking mining again, aren't I?
Well, I mean, if we
I'm
really
gonna
want, we
moral
can go back to that
support.
mine and we can steal the
Moral
pickaxes.
support
can't,
isn't
we need to dispel
physical
magic
support,
first.
Willa.
I have dispel magic.
Dispel magic, we all get picks.
Yeah, if we want, we can go steal the pickaxes. I don't think
Fair.
it really matters though, because we
Fair.
need Strengthy McStrengtherton over here to break all the stuff.
We never actually added a pickaxe to his inventory.
No.
So he just had this pickaxe that we've never really said that he has. It's just been in his hand the entire time, so he's never put it in his bag.
Nick.
Just to add the pickaxe.
Okay, so we're heading to the mine.
Should we just give him a war pick so he can use it to beat shit?
Yeah, I feel like that's fair.
Sure.
Well, I mean, it would have had to be like a slightly larger pick to accommodate
Yeah,
this
we
weed,
did
but yeah.
buy a larger pick anyway,
It's a
so...
war pick, because it's the biggest size they've got.
To which point, do you know what makes that
You get a
even?
war pick.
do you-
It's a pickaxe
do you-
plus a
do you-
warhammer.
Do you know what makes that even worse? gonna equip his war pick for him. No, what makes it even worse, it can be affected by Bolt's spells. You know, Bolt's enhancement spell.
I'm not
I mean,
using
we
the
don't really
war
get a
pick
chance to use
as
that because he lives in a
boomerang.
different house.
Yeah,
Yeah, so-
well, he's a knob that refused to let you live with him, so...
Yeah, rude.
So
Uh,
we're going to the mine.
There he's a no.
Okay.
Go to the
Gonna be
closest
normal
iron one,
size.
which is the mine.
Okay, so...
Let's just kill the same good.
Okay, you head off out. This time there is no floating orally down the river.
Are you sure
Thank
about
God,
that?
otherwise there's another one.
Are you sure about that?
Do you have any return you don't know about, Gemma? Like,
Shit.
Throws herself in the river.
Shape water to make a clone.
But
The shape of
Please
water,
One's enough.
2018.
And we go.
You one of
thanks
those
guys,
weird-
that's D&D for tonight. Gemma made a shit joke and now I quit.
You just get one
But
of those weird
anyway,
water clones from Naruto.
so we're now we're heading back to the exact mine.
Yay,
going
on a trip.
Minecraft.
Can I have PTSD flashbacks of being fucking whacked by a fucking earth elemental?
Don't worry, you're fine. You're
It's-
kind of a wimp, so it's fine.
roll
It's
for
fine.
PTSD.
Yes.
How vivid was the PTSD?
Like, come
Anyway.
on. If Connor actually rolls for that, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
Well, what am I doing?
You're not.
Oh,
Oh, having one of those days, ladies and gentlemen.
You didn't put a space in
Uh-oh.
between
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
exclamation and the one.
Neither did I when I
you-
rolled the d7.
You don't need to.
Oh, is the bot dead?
The
Bot's
bot's
not
dead. Fack.
Well,
Okay.
shit.
Well, I can't roll a d7 because there's no such thing in existence. But I have dice.
I have dice all the way over the other side of the
I
room.
have a dice.
There's the
Yeah,
other
I
bot,
have
isn't
dice,
there?
but on the other side of the room for me.
I
don't have
Yeah,
dice.
there's another dot. There's another bot.
I'm
Yeah,
not
there's-
leaving my bed. So
I
good
can't
luck.
remember which bot had the dice roll to
Here's
bring.
a site to a dice roll thing.
A dice person.
Do you know what's going to be the
Literally a dice rolling link from Sean.
Ooh,
Well,
oh,
yeah, that works.
the only problem. Okay, so for the
Why did Sean
Oh.
put that?
That's confusing.
pain rundown,
Uh-huh.
copy link. So many tabs open. Paste and go. Right. Oh, okay. So, you are gonna have to.
Honor rules.
Yes, we're gonna have to set.
Lie about your dice.
On an old system. I'm not.
If I say
Nice,
the
screen
access
shot
point
as
to,
well.
if at any point he feels like he's being bullshitted, call for a redo.
No, I want the roll. I want the roll placed in the.
No, as in like if you feel like a roll's being first, you can call a redo.
No, that's not a decent one.
Oh, you
No.
can call a screenshot.
There you go. I'm gonna do that one.
With this site, I can actually budget myself. Just type into results, not 5, and you can get a 5 instant.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
don't
about
do
don't
that.
be a lying cunt?
Yeah,
know,
don't be a dick.
Don't
Got
do
it.
that.
Right. Anyway, so
Rocket science. Cancer's been cured.
you're heading back over. You head back over to, well, pretty much the cave because you said, as you said, you're gonna go pick up them pickaxes.
Are we? Okay.
You said you were gonna dispel magic and pick them up.
I said we can. I
We
wanna
said
say
we
I
can't.
had
We
to.
haven't said we're gonna.
Just go to the
Yeah.
fucking mine.
Go to the place.
We just go to the metal mine because
Get the
Connor's a
shit.
handsome boy.
Anyway, so you
It's around the same place, so it's fine.
you head over to. Are we collecting the pickaxes? Yes or no?
Nah, just fucking
No,
make
no,
Connor
no.
roll
Fuck
many.
that. Fuck that.
Sorry, Connor.
Well, I was gonna throw you back in there anyway because it might be easier to pick up. Might be a
I mean,
thing
if
to see
that's
if
where
there's any iron in
if
there.
that's where the marker on the map is telling us that the iron is, then yeah, sure.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
If it's convenient, then yes.
Okay, so the same cave with all the pickaxes and shit in it was where they were mining the iron and then got shit on by an earth elemental. That's fair.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
okay, so,
So
we're in the cave.
you head back up to the mine, but as you approach the entrance to the mine, you do see a flickering light coming from inside.
Oh.
Could
Oh.
be looked worse.
Connor actually has PTSD. Like,
Either the dwarves have decided they want their mine back, or we're gonna have to kill some things.
Yeah, let's go in.
To be fair, it's not
Fucking
like we've like killed things before, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
scared
like
because the
I
only
actually
time I've been
do.
with you, we've
That's-
killed monsters. What do you mean? This isn't the first time we've killed people before.
Don't question it.
Dropped a
Don't
knife
worry
on
about
my-
I'm
it.
questioning it.
Don't worry about it.
There was a really
Wow.
big issue
You know,
with some
I'm just-
guys, and
Oh.
they were trying to do a demonic ritual, and it was
No,
a
no,
really
no,
big
no,
issue.
no,
but
Rita,
it's
shush, shush,
okay.
shush, shush,
Guys.
baby, shush.
I'm just gonna shut up now.
Yeah.
I mean, we
You
did
had nothing.
vaporize that one cult.
Yeah, there was
Shut
that one
up.
call.
We need these people to be our friends.
DM voice, not to mention the one elf.
Shut up, DM.
You mean Sean the elf follows you through dimensions?
Of course, the elf follows him through dimensions. His dagger is called Elfsbane.
Watch out.
But anyway, so you see it. You see a flickering light coming from inside the cave.
Yay, flickering light.
Do we still?
So we should
Wait,
go.
as
Hold on.
I mean, I'm not sure.
This is really weird for me. I'm gonna. Let me try the bot. One more
I'm just
second.
gonna say now, I'm not going
How
first this
like
time.
how like down is the cave that is like how down
How-
is
how
thing?
deep does it
Like
go?
yeah, like how long is the path? That's what I'm asking. Like because if we can see flickering lights inside, it shouldn't be too long. Unless there's like
The
torches. on
bot
the
just came
sides.
back online.
But
Someone-
try rolling the internet.
Yay!
Just
Yeah, try
somebody
rolling it.
try something.
Uh.
Oh, no,
it's
not
it's
It's dead.
Hey, bot.
it's
it
on.
moved from offline to Horcruxes. So,
Yeah, it's on.
man.
Give it
just failed
time.
doing
It's
Yeah, give it a minute.
that. Let's not
Oh.
overwhelm it.
Okay, so things, man.
Whoa.
Oh.
What did you just do?
the
You
support.
did exclamation support.
Oh, that is supporting them.
Yeah, I was just seeing if it just seems to be their dice roll command that doesn't want to exist then at this point in time.
No,
Any-
because the exclamation
Help
point
doesn't
help
work
doesn't
either.
work either.
Okay, so
Right. So, oh yeah, I was measuring cave hole.
Yeah, how deep is the fucker? Because if it's like 3 billion centimeters, then
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 70.
70 feet. Okay.
70 feet. The,
Fuck that.
the path is about...
Nah.
I
Okay.
mean, do we have any nerds that can stealth?
Me?
You,
I'm a fucking 7-foot warforged.
Yeah, well,
that's
that's
a
why we're not
negatory.
sending you.
Hold on. Let me see my things. Hold on.
you have a +3.
That's not what I'm checking.
That one thingamajig.
Did you? How do you know what I'm checking, Sean?
Making a guess.
Does anyone have any light magic?
No, but a certain
Richard, can you
dweeb
read
has
off the
a.
red-nosed reindeer people?
Yeah, I can make people glow.
I can make a light.
Without wisdom.
Yeah, we can use light.
I can
I mean-
sneak in wearing my cloak of elven kind, which I have
Yeah.
on me and is attuned.
What is it?
Which means anything that tries to see me has a disadvantage.
I literally have dancing lights.
That's
You know
not. If we're trying to
It's
sneak
a
in,
torch. Oh,
You're trying to
sneaking.
sneak.
Oh, excuse me.
we're trying to sneak in, not pull them out. Like
And
the
I have
cloak of elven
advantage
kind
on-
is great
You know-
because
On,
You
Stealth.
lot seem a lot more
Excuse me.
suited to something.
yeah, she's suited to be sneaky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Elf. Rita
Yeah,
should-
if I pull the hood up and try and sneak in, then
Oh wait,
everything
we
switches.
gotta do a thing then. Just
I'll leave this
well,
to you.
it
Look,
looks
I'm
like
having
someone's home. Do we want to try and go in, guns blazing?
That's never
No.
good.
Replace
You
guns
can't say-
blazing with proper terminology. Well, I mean,
With
technically guns do
proper-
exist, but still,
Guns do exist, so that does work.
sword swinging.
it kind of works.
Dicks out for Harambe.
Really?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If you didn't think I quit
I
this
didn't say
D&D
that-
session before, I do now.
I didn't say that in character, by the way.
Anyway, so what we're doing? Reela's throwing her hood up and stealthing in.
I guess so.
Not
We didn't do any in-character shit, but yeah, I think
Hold
we
on.
decided.
Hey guys, I can go in first because I'm a little more sneaky than the robot.
Definitely.
True. Can I say something quickly?
Mhm.
With the party's permission, can I go put a cheese pizza in the oven?
No!
Yeah.
You have to
You
Matt,
are not walking all the way
No.
back to Wolf Town to put a pizza in the oven.
Matt, honestly, can we wait? Can you wait till
I
after
haven't
now?
had dinner and I'm honestly pretty hungry, so I'm just going to quickly dab. I'm next to the kitchen.
That's fine. I'm going
Just
in on my
don't-
own at the minute anyway, Nick.
just-
It's not so big of a problem.
He can take a nap with with me. I was like, I'm not going to be any fucking use. So
I will seriously
me and
be
him
right
get
back.
his
I'm
nap
just
at the
gonna-
end. of
Next,
the day.
just
No,
next
no,
time,
no,
don't
no
mention it.
Babysit the robot.
So if I put the hood up and go in,
Okay.
like sneaky, all sneaky.
Roll me a stealth and post me the results.
That is not what I expected.
+3. So I roll a d20 +3. Oh god.
I expected anything but that. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I can add my modifier. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Come on,
gotta.
Hi.
Do you just want me to post like that?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
number?
we'll just go with that
I
for
got
now.
22.
Okay.
I mean, you could roll
You,
again, but I don't think you can get much better than that.
You
I don't think I want to.
you throw the hood up and you can't. As you walk in, you can't practically like become one with the wall near enough.
go, my
You are the
child.
You head down the path and you get to the sort of cavernous room that you fought the elemental in before. There are still shards of earth elemental scattered around. But in the middle of the room, there are, from what you can work out, about 7 goblins sat around a campfire.
I was gonna say, if it's dwarves, we've got no issues.
Can I roll a perception to see if I can perceive their motives while I'm hiding in the darkness?
Yep.
Are they being a dick?
Oh fuck!
Not much left.
I'm just clicking everything. Oh god, this is atrocious.
Shit.
No, it's
I almost forced myself to roll a 4. I rolled a 22 again.
Stop turning on and off tablet, please.
So from inside the from where you stand, you can. There are no motives to the goblins at the minute.
They're just having the time of their life. Can I?
They're just
I mean, they're
existing in
goblins,
there.
they're kind of, you
Sat
know,
around the
they're
campfire
neutral
on a
evil.
field
Saying
trip.
anything?
I mean, you know, if you want to come back out and you can tell us, or you can do whatever the hell you want. You're the one in there. You know what's going
Hold
on.
on, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the DM. Can you shut your whore mouth, sibling?
Did I say anything?
No, I said,
Oh,
are
Jesus.
they saying anything?
Oh well, I'm just deaf then. Sorry.
You'd hear it if you kept your mouth shut.
I wasn't saying anything when she said it.
Right, Nick, are they saying anything? Can I like hear them?
Don't forget the goblin has
From-
it.
John, shut up!
Literally! Oh my god!
Yes, Nick.
It's going to be a very loud and annoying one today, isn't it?
I
From-
wish I took that now.
Shut up, everybody!
From Nick.
From what you can hear and can't understand, they do seem to be having a conversation about what you don't know because they are speaking in Goblin.
Ah, fuck. Do I not speak Goblin?
You do not, unfortunately,
I do
speak
not.
Goblin.
I speak Orc. My apologies. Sorry, guys. I've let you down.
I do not know.
That's an honest mistake.
You do, however, still see.
There's not a giant size difference.
You are not shouting
Have I
down that
shouted
tunnel.
them, time is money, friends.
No.
You're not there.
You're not there. You don't even know what's there.
Like
Did
you're
I tell
70
you to
feet
shout
down a
them?
tunnel.
You know absolutely nothing about this.
Okay.
Wait, I realized something.
Oh
I
shit.
realized I know
Telepathy.
he could do it. Yeah, I could actually. I just realized that too. I could tell off his it now.
Do you know you all realize we all have telepathy and I can just tell you this?
Yeah. That's something.
God,
I forgot
guys.
about
We're
that.
fucking
10 out of
useless at
10.
this.
We're doing a
We
pretty
have-
good job so far.
Literally, is our name Dead by Daylight?
is our name Behavior Inc. Because goddamn.
Eh.
Can I nap for this encounter?
So yeah, so
There's
I'd
Diana
like
one,
to
like
use
that.
our cool guy telepathy to
Uh,
just be like, guys, there's some goblins in here. Does anyone speak Goblin?
No, but I'm good at killing them.
Sean can fuck
Comprehend
off.
language is it? We can use comprehend language if you really want to do it.
I kind of want to know what they're talking about. Because if they're just chatting about what they're supposed to have for dinner, I don't want to fucking come in here and stab them.
I agree with
Well,
that.
if
I'm
it's
sorry.
us,
Well, I
I'd
mean,
rather stab them
we
before they stab
need to be in there, and they wish to keep us out of there. So I mean, it's just
They
rather
don't,
rude,
they
really.
don't wish to do anything. How do we know?
No, no,
what
no.
they-
How do you fucking know?
Yes,
Do you
we
speak
know.
fucking goblin? No.
I'm pretty sure as soon as we walk in there, they're gonna want to kill us.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
I
Oh,
thought I
Do
Just the other bot
do you want me to just stab them in the back?
No.
and the actual robot's up and running now.
Hey, it's back. It's back. It's
Oh,
back.
thank
Okay.
fuck.
Can I?
Okay,
I
so
have
I want
comprehend languages. Can I hear what they're saying through
No.
Renee?
No,
No,
No.
Renee
can't
cannot
relay
speak goblin, so
skills,
she
that's not
cannot.
how it works.
you would also have to. You'd also have to have cast that,
You'd
and you
all
presently
have to
haven't casted that.
Delved in here, and there's a whole other set of requisites there.
So, what are we doing about these goblins, guys?
Do y'all just want me to sneak attack them?
No.
Because
I mean,
I
I'm
have
not,
no
I'm not
idea.
sure if
Not
I'm
on
not
your
sure if you'll die before we get there.
There's a
but, you know.
whole seven. Dude.
Hey,
I have
They could get some lucky
literally-
rolls, man.
Yeah, that is true. But I have literally 44 health.
No.
How about
And
sneaking
y'all
at them and
can-
peg it out of there?
Y'all can fucking leg it in here. If y'all start coming in here as I'm attacking them, it'll be lit.
I mean, you can use your attack, and we can all dash to double our movement speed for a while.
Yeah.
So we literally
And we
sprint
move.
down the cave.
So you know that bit in fucking in Scooby Doo where they're all running as a big group, like down the corridor? Is that what it would look
pretty
like?
much be that.
Just gonna say, Renee, you don't have sneak attack as an action.
No, she can't.
No,
You can't
wasted.
actually sneak attack.
But you can still stab them.
I tell you, I can literally just stab them in the spine.
Does it count as
You
a
would be able to advantage.
I wouldn't advantage it, but I could still stab them in the spine. I could actually stab two of them in the spine. I have two knives.
Yeah, you can dual wield. You just can't sneak attack.
I mean, sneak
Okay.
attack is like an action that's like weird sneaking and attacking.
How about we just have?
No, there's a separate action for sneak attack.
So
Can't,
how do we want to play
Rogue
this?
gets it, I think.
I say we try see if they're friendly or not by seeing if they attack us on sight.
They will attack
I'm
us on
pretty
sight.
sure they
we
will
look
attack
kind
us
of
on sight.
threatening. We have
They
a
are-
war
Does
forge.
anyone have like explosives or something?
I have.
No.
I am an explosive.
How about we just smoke them out?
Wait.
That is not what an explosive does. Tom.
DM suggestion. Just how far is the range on fireball?
Yeah, you've got like
That's,
70 feet of corridor.
Like,
How straight's the corridor?
I could firebolt down the entire way.
Give me a
I got
second.
120 feet of firebolt. Like fireball
do that?
has a lot much less range.
How much less?
You need a
Like,
hun
how long is the range? 5.
Fireball. Oh, never mind.
to the campfire that they're sat round. It is 100 feet.
I have 150.
So how about you?
Oh,
So basically, I'm
Hello.
going to do. So have we decided we're going to murder these guys?
Just kill them.
yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess we kind of
Then
gotta murder him
I
because I
shall-
can't do anything here.
I want to, because I need to be able to see shit. Does it say I need to be able to see shit?
See, as the chaotic good,
I
I'm,
don't need to
I'm
be
not
able to-
happy.
I
How about
don't
when they
need to
comes
be able
back
to see it.
up the corridor first?
Renee is also
We're gonna have
chaotic
friends
good.
with her. Yeah, I'm chaotic good, but I do what I want because I want to do it.
Still,
I
rather
appreciate
not
that there
be.
needs to be a good element. I appreciate that they may not be trying to kill us, but it's more probable
trying
that
to
they
kill
are, and
should
that we should probably kill them.
They don't have the
I
benefit
just want to
of
make
the doubt.
friends with things. Like,
Just gonna note, goblins
lawful.
goblins in this world are attack on sight.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Fine,
unless
okay.
we,
The dark and
unless
light
we
goblins. Have you
miraculously
ever-
So
have you
someone
ever
just
seen a dark and light goblin?
Richard, just yeet a fireball clean down the middle. I'll be fine.
Literally, it's a streak of flame from my finger to the
Yeah,
point.
Yeet it down, right, and
So
then
literally-
I'll attack.
I don't think you'll need to.
But if it doesn't kill them, I'll attack, and then it'll be
Okay.
fine.
Fine. I
And
will
y'all
use my
can just
fireball.
start moving down on your way.
I will use fireball centered around this thing. So I will describe to you fuckers what you actually fucking see. Because this spell is the best thing ever. I will literally point down this tunnel. You will see, because I'm being cool now, a streak of black flame shoot down this tunnel to the campfire and just explode into a 20-foot radius ball of fiery death.
How about we stop talking about it and do it?
I said I'd smoke.
That's what I just
Sean,
did.
how about you
I
let
was
somebody have a
explaining-
fucking dramatic moment for a goddamn minute?
Yeah,
Alright.
Sean, I was explaining to you what you fuckers just saw.
Jesus, they say owls have sticks up their
He
asses.
took
I
it-
think the changeling took it.
He took Nick's job, basically.
No. Characters
Actually
can
describing the
describe
player's
how
actions
they
to the
attack.
players.
Oh.
Yeah, the players are supposed to describe
If you want
what
to
they're
fancy
doing.
it up.
The DM describes what happens.
Hence when I said I was Indiana Jones sliding between people's legs and turning into a fucking Beyblade.
So like I'm gonna shoot black fire down and explode their campfire in 20-foot radius of flaming death.
All right.
I would like every single goblin to make a dexterity
If
saving
all
throw,
of them
please.
fucking save, I'm gonna be laughing my
If
goddamn
all of them
arse
save,
off.
they'll just take half the damage.
That's fair.
We'll still probably die.
The dice
gonna
robot
roll them all
works
as
now,
one,
though,
or-
so...
I'm gonna roll two
7
separate
of them.
groups. One for the ones that have their back to you, and one for the ones that don't.
See it.
Okay.
I'd laugh if the ones with
The ones
back
that don't, the
help
ones that are
survive,
looking towards us see the streak of flaming death coming towards them.
but they don't
How
survive,
fast
and the other ones don't.
There
It's
were
just-
no survivors.
It's a single action, so it's like it takes like
There will be no
2
survivors.
or 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
so it's basically
what saving throw is it again?
Dexterity.
A dex save. Okay, so that's a +2.
I need to do.
So the group with their back to you.
That's not... Oh, that isn't a... It was a crit fail, but it's okay, it was saved.
Yeah.
Also a crit fail.
Okay. So
They just look at it.
all goblins take damage. What level?
Everyone takes all the damage. Okay. And I remembered
They just
it's
look
a
at
it's 12 dice. So they all take that many
yeah.
damage.
48 damage.
I told you, even if that's half, they're all dead.
Dead. All right. Here we go.
It's literally everything there.
So
Just pile
the
Within a 20-foot radius is dead.
Apart from me.
the
Yeah,
fireball
you're chill.
launch is, as you said, is a black streak of flames that literally launches its way down the corridor, passing Reela, who feels the heat off it.
If Vila smoked, she could have just lit a
It-
cigarette on it as
it-
it pass.
Smoking is unhealthy, Sean.
Yeah.
It-
In a cave as well. I love it.
It impacts with the campfire, just sort of missing two of the goblins as it does. However, upon impact, the explosion engulfs the entire cave,
Oh shit.
and
Is that how
Guys,
the
it's
other
getting a
one
little
was?
spicy in here.
Don't worry about it.
the fireball practically engulfs the entire cave. And when the flames die down, when the black flames die down, even the campfires have gone out because all the wood that was fueling the campfire, along with the goblins themselves, are now ash.
I'd like to
Overkill.
I'd like to take my hood down and then just shout down the corridor. Guys, I think we're good. They're all kind of crispy.
We're gonna go-
I
Who
go
wants
down
to
first
Chucky
to
Fried
slap her in the
Goblin?
face.
You said deal with them, not how much.
Because, just gonna note,
Smoothie.
Richard killed... Right, let me just work this out.
There were 7 of them.
Richard killed these 7 goblins approximately 5 times over.
Oh. Okay.
Spicy.
Goblins
How
have
much does a goblin have?
goblins have 7 HP.
Oh.
Richard,
Okay.
are you okay?
I'm sorry.
Apparently I am the king of
Please.
overkill.
You know
I am
what,
the
in
king
my
of
head,
overkill,
you know
it
what I'm
seems.
thinking of in my head? You know that scene in the Terminator when like the nuke comes down and everyone just fucking burns to death?
Yeah, probably
That's
about
what
there.
that's what I'm imagining.
You have you quite literally killed them.
Merlin says that yeet though.
You killed them.
Yeah,
You killed them like 5 times over at this point.
Hey, you gotta make sure they're dead.
Go pickle, go home, guys.
Yeah.
Overkill's the best kind of kill. I mean,
So like, yeah.
I'm a huge magic nerd. I want to show off sometimes, you know.
However, like I said, the wood to the
Fire.
wood to the fire and also the wooden handles of the pickaxes are now non-existent.
oh,
That's fine.
Good job.
So any
We
dwarves
weren't
that,
gonna pick them up anyway, so.
so any dwarves that pop by that come back for their pickaxes are going to be now very disappointed.
They can suck an egg.
However-
because they didn't let me pick up their pickaxe.
However, technically you have just provided more business for Gerd.
So there we go. Problem solved.
Thanks, bro. I'm trying to date his son, so.
What?
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
Do you
Connor,
not?
You were here last session. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm tired. I don't know.
I thought you were Connor. Thank you, Gemma!
Tired, I'm dead.
But anyway,
Just go into
So-
the cave.
so you now head into this cave.
Wait a second. Can Connor see in the dark? No, he can't.
No, Connor doesn't have dog vision.
And
there,
you've
there
just
you go, Sean. You have a friend now. Connor can't see in the dark.
and you've just
You
and
got a
you
friend
have
in
just
me.
extinguished literally all light in this cave.
Don't worry about it. I can make those two glow.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can
you
use
can
dancing lights.
Yay!
Just remember to hit the cast button.
It's a cantrip.
That boat I.
The bard spell.
Where's the cast button on
Oh,
here?
it doesn't have it. It's an at-will bard spell.
It's that will. So yeah.
It's a bard cantrip. You can cast that as much
Anyway,
as you want.
anywhere you want to fancy.
Oh,
Anyway you want to fancy. Anywhere you want. Anywhere you
Yeah,
want to fancy up the
Torch-sized
lights.
fireballs. You can
This
make- you
little
can
light
make
of
them look whatever you
mine.
want.
I'm gonna let it shine.
So your bard sings a little tune, and the room fills with light.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Who knows
What
what iron
the
looks like?
spell is weird. Y'all can combine the 4 lights into one glowing, vaguely humanoid form of medium size.
Please don't do that. As that fucking walks down the corridor to me, I'm gonna
Can I
cry.
do that?
Do you want to make me cry?
But anyway,
It'll be like Mr. Burns in that one
so
episode of
you've
The
like no the torches in the entry any torches in the entryway didn't get touched. It's just the actual cavern itself where the goblins were that everything's been incinerated.
I
So
mean, the bit where I am, but I can see, so it's fine.
yeah, so she enters the so Aurelie comes in, casts dancing lights. 4 lights start dancing around the cavern, and as they do, the sealed off sort of
I'm about to say, did we fucking blast that sealed off ledge of heart? Like,
no
like,
the sealed off cavern to your left.
Wow, no,
Uh, You see a bit of a twinkle to it.
well, looks
guys,
like-
I think the one on the left is iron.
well, that was easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say like the door. The
However,
can't see, but it's like no.
As I said, it is caved in. The twinkle is coming from behind. You can just about see the twinkle coming from behind, as the dancing lights pass by it.
Oh wow, rude.
I think we might need to go behind there. I'm not sure.
Are there what's blocking the cave? Is it, the entrance? Is it like a bunch of big rocks, like a bunch of little rocks? or-
It's near enough a wall of various sized rocks.
Okay.
I cast acid splash on it just to see what it does.
Stop
They are
it!
rock.
No. If you want to cast acid splash,
It's a deck save. You can't really miss it.
can't deck save rocks, unfortunately. But Sean, roll me a d20.
The rocks are not very dexterous.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise!
Well, I mean,
it's
we
another
know a
earth
couple that are.
elemental.
We killed one of them.
What
the,
if I
the other's
fuck
an
one
apple.
at Sean?
The rocks or the earth elementals?
17.
Either. I'm indifferent.
Surprise! It's
How
actually an earth
melty does that
elemental.
dog get?
So, the
Spans in midair.
the acid hits the wall, melting a nice big hole in it, or sort of merging the rocks around it so that it stays open. But there's a big enough hole for the majority of the party to climb through.
Can tell you who the one who it's not big enough for is.
Yep.
The one who needs to fucking mind the
I cast it again.
Brilliant.
Cantrip,
Okay.
I can-
Sean, roll me another d20.
Sean's gonna critical
go
fail
so
roll.
wrong.
Sean's gonna critical fail roll.
Nope.
20.
Oh fuck! He nat 20, boys.
He uses acid splash again, but this time he aims it a bit better. So he just coasts round the edge of the hole again to make it big enough for Delta to fit through.
God, I should take the piss out of Sean more often.
a vial of acid on it and had.
I'm not
Renee-
saying that whole thing was my contribution,
Taunting.
Sean, but
Next time I should probably make that an Arcana check. Just realised. But yeah, so there is now a big hole in here. It's caved in, so the torches that were in here have gone out. But as you all, it's not a very big cave. It's about 10 by 10.
well, it's okay.
It's about a 10-foot. It's about a 10-foot wide and stretches out about 15 foot before it turns a corner. But
do
as
shit.
Aurelie steps in, a few of the dancing lights float their way in and light up. There are significant ore deposits on the walls of this passage.
Guess we're grabbing those then, boys.
Right, get cracking.
That's me.
I start
Come on,
grabbing
Connor,
all.
step to it.
Yes, Matt.
I start grabbing. Basic.
Let's go down.
Say 1 minute. 1 minute. I couldn't hear you, Matt. Say that again.
I start. First of all, spells aren't back.
I'm.
After the long rest.
Give me a second. I'll check your page.
Stop giving me the white.
The one spell slot. Didn't you do that this morning though?
No, that was during the last fight. That was
Yeah.
shield.
Matt's spells have not reset. Okay.
He had a long rest, so he could just. Pick it
Yeah.
up.
Did you make sure to press the long rest button?
Yeah,
I
did.
just pressed the long rest as well. It did not reset.
Just take
Maybe
it
his
off.
spells don't reset on a long rest.
There you go. I've emptied it off if you want to refresh your page. Anyway. Not to...
Also comprehend languages that hasn't come back.
Yeah,
I'm
refresh
gonna
your
take
page.
my
I
hood
just
down and be chill.
reset your thing.
Thank
What
you.
was that, Renee?
I'm gonna take my hood down from my cloak of elvenkind.
Fair. And
So
just
you're no longer stealthy.
just to
I'm no longer stealthy.
just to try and poach that viewer of that friend of Renee's, if you pop over to my stream, there is an overlay of people's character sheets for you to look at.
Stop it.
They're not a friend of mine.
Can
You're
I
an
fucking
inconvenience.
snap or anything?
Oh, that's so rude.
That is
He's an
rude.
inconvenience.
I'm saying what we're all thinking, Renee.
But anyway, so
I'm an inconvenience.
so there are some
Not you.
quite nice ore deposits on this wall.
Did I say
Don't
you
be
or
an
did I? I'm sorry. Excuse me. Did I say you or did I say your friend?
Can
I
I
don't-
mine?
I don't know who my friend. I think he's talking about Merlin. You know.
Yes, I
No,
was.
not Merlin. That's my friend, not your friend.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what
Oh,
I
I
was
meant to
saying.
say. I swear I said Gemma's friend.
No, you said
No, you
Renee.
didn't.
Fair.
Renee's
Fair.
friend.
Merlin is
Stop
my
yelling.
friend, but he's technically classed as Gemma's friend.
Well, anyway, either way, there is an overlay on my stream, so you can be nosy at people's character sheets.
Remember,
Same to you,
Connor
Brass
needs to make a strength check to mine.
Yes.
Sean, do you want to stop pointing shit out, please?
Anyway,
Yeah.
can anybody? I'm actually trying to load the file now, but here we go. How much fucking shit do we got to dig up?
3 turns. Like,
3.
Oh, fuck me.
we'll take it in turns.
No.
Cock.
No, he's the dude with the pickaxe.
Okay, he's a bit. He seems to still be a bit fatigued after the mining from yesterday, so someone might want to take the
Wait,
pickaxe
can
off.
I do it? Can I do an assist? Can I roll a d20 for an assist?
Sure, but that also mean. But what are you mining with? That is my question.
No, I'm cheerleading.
Merlin
I
says
said
he's-
assist, not doing the mining.
Merlin says he's both our friends and we need to stop fighting.
We weren't fighting. We were making. a
No,
point.
you should
We were.
Fair.
So 12 plus 9. That's what he has for this.
Okay, so
21.
with
It's as if you rolled a 21, Connor.
somehow Aurelie's cheering in the background.
I'm not orderly.
Get the fucking characters right,
My brain is melting today. Okay, sorry. Somehow Reela's cheering in the background. Has
I'm dancing with my little light.
somehow Reela's cheering in the background, despite Delta's hatred of her squeaky voice.
Hey, nobody said Delta hated my squeaky voice.
Wait, what is
I've-
this?
I've never said
wait,
that.
Is Connor being fucking exposed by the DM right now?
No, I'm just
No.
saying this shit.
He did.
I just want to get this over as soon as fucking possible.
Yeah, I agree.
Delta just wants to go back to his pantry.
Yeah, I just want to get.
home.
I want a fucking nap. That's all
Um,
I want.
Anyway,
Same, bitch.
Anyway, so you spend an hour or so in this little tunnel. There's not much of a tunnel. While Delta's mining, the other issues do explore it, and it is pretty much a dead end round the corner. So you spend an hour, and somebody roll me a D100, please.
Oh shit.
Like, you know it, turn around, touch the ground.
Sean's got it.
200. Apparently.
And even with a 200, you got 10. Wow.
Right, somebody roll me an actual
Sean's out of
D100.
luck,
I'll
Some-
do it.
Fucking nat 20. Okay.
Pretty well.
Okay. So apparently the ore deposit in this cave was actually quite a sizable one, and you get about 40% of the ore that you need to get out of this one cave,
Yeah, it
out
was
of
40.
this one tunnel.
It was percentage.
I go over to the other caved-in section and start acid splashing.
You're walking over to one of the other caved-in tunnels, yes?
Yeah.
Do you
Start
not want to...
rolling D20s.
18.
1 second. Do you not want to check to see if there's any sign of an ore behind it first?
No, I'm just doing it. See what's there.
Can you listen to the DM, please?
Too
Okay.
late, I've made the hole.
There's gonna be fucking diamond behind there. You fucking
Nope.
watch.
So
Or monsters.
No,
you...
my fucking life, there's a fucking arrow trap that's gonna one
You're
shot.
a fucking idiot.
Connor, you're not anywhere near the tunnel. Sean's
Right,
fucking stood in front
question.
of it. Ashton's
Oh,
watching.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm alright with that.
Sean like walked off.
Question.
Yeah.
Are you going
Yeah.
to the one at the well, I think you can see this map if I did post
Yes,
a picture of it
Oh,
somewhere.
Yeah, it's in the.
The cave map. Are you going to the smaller one or the lower one?
The other one. Not the small one. Not small.
The
bigger one.
the bit of a tunnel one. Okay.
Yeah.
So you acid splash successfully, making a hole big enough for yourself, as you're the only one over there at the minute. However, remember, you can't see in the dark.
I have torches. So get
You've never said you've lit a torch.
ready. You're right, but I now light a torch.
Nope.
Oh, get fucked.
A bit late there.
What's happening?
You're gonna get attacked in the dark.
I know
Bye.
the torch.
I'm not gonna fucking help. Somebody
No,
else
you-
can deal with that shit. I'm tired.
Things are happening before you light your torch, man.
I'm
Thanks for
waiting.
the perk. See you later.
I've mined like a ton of fucking iron. You can go help him.
No, you can't rush over there yet.
Oh, I'm not going to. Don't worry about it.
You've already ran out of iron at that node, so.
Yeah, and I'm taking a fucking nap. So deal with it yourself.
You can take a break.
You know, fucking rest.
Tablet, please.
Pretty sure that hits,
Yeah.
and that is the thunk of an arrow in your shoulder.
Where's the arrow come from?
The tunnel that you can't see into.
So you can't
I
dodge.
It's
You
pitch
don't get a
black
chance
for you
to
at the moment.
parry
You
it.
just threw acid at a wall.
Yeah.
All the lights are,
Damage.
None of that
I
worked.
think, I think you could probably see inside the room, but nothing else.
You can eat.
Like
No, he
3
can't
feet
because
in front
Gemma's
of you.
dancing lights have come with us. He can't see shit.
Yeah, I thought only 2 of them came over.
no,
No.
yeah, but wherever Gemma goes, the dancing lights follow.
No, actually,
So-
they basically checked the thing.
Gemma didn't specify they stayed in the place, therefore
Yeah,
they came with her.
They were dancing around,
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, then.
and you take
dancing with
6
them, I just-
you take 6 piercing damage from that arrow.
I'm spinning around with them. I'm following this lot.
She's
If you yell, we might come help you.
she's quite literally dancing with the fairies.
Got a
Literally.
question. What would be lighting a torch? Action or bonus action?
Doesn't matter. You're not in a combat
I feel
scenario.
Like I'm about to be in initiative, so.
You haven't
Yes,
said roll initiative yet,
I haven't
so
said
give
roll
yourself-
initiative though.
Okay, I quickly light a torch and still preparing.
Ooh. As you light your torch,
Yell.
and as you light your torch, you glimpse through the hole you opened, and there seems to be this seems to have been the area where the bodyguards for the mine went to sleep before it caved in, and you see six dwarven skeletons.
Oh.
Oh, great.
That's not good.
Brilliant.
Wait,
Richard, can you fuck
walking
a fireball
around-
in there again? That's
Yes.
what that was.
I mean,
They're-
I don't know what's there.
Yeah,
You
we don't know
haven't
what's
said
going on.
nothing.
They were to answer your question anyway. They are kind of teetering back and forth up the tunnel they were caved in.
So they're
Oh,
undead.
lovely.
They are
They're,
undead.
they're skeletons. Animated skeletons.
And remember, he did get hit with a bolt.
I cast lightning bolt at them. If they're all in a line, they all need to do
Can you
dex
just-
saving throws.
ask for fucking help because we don't
No,
know
leave it
shit
be.
about what's
Nah.
going on.
No.
If you
Let
want to
him
do
do it.
dumb stuff,
What check is it? Sorry,
13.
a dex check.
Arcana.
Okay.
They beat 13. Definitely beats
They
13.
beat.
Being in a cave, the energy leaps from your arms, connects with them, but instantly goes to the feet of the first skeleton it hits.
Positive to negative. Negative to ground.
Unfortunately, your lightning is immediately grounded upon hitting the first skeleton.
I would have thought I just missed
However, with that, I would like you to roll initiative, please.
Sean used up all of his actions to not shout for us. Connor, you don't have to roll initiative.
it.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying
you
that
do
for
not
him.
need to roll a
Matt, don't roll
D201.
it. About to... Oh no, Matt's Connor. Matt's fucking.
Yeah, Matt is Nick.
Do I roll initiative?
No,
No,
Matt,
you don't roll
I was gonna say Matt, don't roll initiative, but I saw Matt.
We have literally been waiting with Connor, who's taken a break.
Somebody
And
count.
Sean hasn't called us.
What are you doing?
Rolling
1,
for 6 skeletons.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
So somebody
I'm still
hold
going
me to whatever.
first.
Okay, so skeleton number
Hold
1
on, hold. Wait. Let me
is
get.
15.
Skeleton. Sean. Skeleton.
So literally,
Yeah, fair. If Sean goes
So
first, all
Sean
the skeletons
first,
go
and
next.
then all of the skeletons.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You
Yeah,
might wanna
fucking
make a
Sans
note of-
is
you
coming
might wanna
for
make
you,
a note of
boy.
some numbers,
Get out
though,
the
right?
papyrus.
right. Anyway,
Yeah, on that.
the attack order will probably be closest. For Sean's sake, the attack order will be closest to further back. However, the guys stood back. Did hear the discharge of. No.
Oh,
The,
like us.
Yeah, they just choose to
the
ignore
guy,
this.
the guy, the guys, the rest of the party did hear the discharge of Sean's lightning spell. It's up to them whether they decide to come over. However,
Yeah.
roll your attack.
I
Okay,
don't know.
I want another deck save from this lot.
Guys, from us, would it not be just us thinking he's acid splashing shit again?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, we
Well, no, 'cause
doing dumb again.
I want
It-
another deck
You
save.
can tell the difference between the sound. You don't hear the sizzling of the acid. You hear the
Yeah, we'd
you
hear
hear the
the lightning.
energy kick
but
of
we're
lightning.
working on the premise of Sean's done a lot of dumb shit in the past.
Right.
Would we really rush over to find out what he's done?
So deck
As
save.
the D&D girlfriend, I have to be slightly concerned.
Gemma
but
has
I'm
to
not.
go.
I'm not.
Missed it entirely.
I don't
So
want
they all
to.
miss. Is that another lightning bolt?
That is no, it's a fire attack.
What attack?
I can't say it. Scorcher. Richard, can you say it?
Agonizar's Scorcher.
So,
Yeah.
What
Uh,
level are you casting it at?
3.
casting at level 3. What's the range on that? Just for clarification.
30 feet.
Yeah.
Straight line.
30 foot straight for line. That literally near enough goes to the back of the cave. So that will hit all of them if
Yeah, 30
It's-
foot. 30. Oh no, yeah, 30 foot long, 5 foot wide. Fire.
yeah, that should hit all of them. Okay. Okay.
I just get hit by this arrow.
No,
Look,
no. Just under double kills.
Yeah, I just get hit by this arrow. I look at it.
So
I still
Without
win.
taking it out. Just
From-
fire.
from where you guys are, you hear the roar. You hear the roar of the of another flame attack.
See, that'd set me off. I'd be like, right, who the fuck is setting fire to shit this time?
However, are you running over to that?
Yeah, I'll go over.
I mean, I'm not gonna run, but I'm gonna
yeah, I'm
walk
gonna
over.
kind of leisurely stroll.
So you head over and you see Hal stood on your side of the hole he made. However, if you were to glance through the hole, you will see the charred remains of 6 skeletons as he
What did you do?
nuked them.
Massive.
Probably the arrow in his shoulder.
He nuked them to the point there is literally only bone left in there.
I turn
The
around. and
cross-
Bone left in there before.
I made a
And
few friends.
any crossbows they had, any tools they had, any clothes the skeletons were still wearing got literally blitzed.
So what
I
you're
just
saying
took
is
off
Sean
one.
just stripped a bunch of dwarves of their shit. Right?
Sean just stripped a bunch of dwarven skeletons off their shit, yes.
I just turn around with a cheesy grin and just say, I made a few friends.
I'm gonna beat you.
Still with
An arrow in your shoulder.
Wow, he used to be an adventurer like us until he took an arrow to the shoulder.
I'm gonna fucking beat you.
I pull the arrow out now.
You are getting a fucking smack.
dumbass idea is that?
I feel like Sean does not understand 101 of getting stabbed by something is do not pull out the stabby thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pushing
Wait,
further.
no, wait.
That's even worse!
No.
Sean, literally, you just pulled this arrow out of your shoulder and
Did-
shoved
Leave
it back
it
in.
be,
Did-
you imbecile.
No. Question. Did Sean say? Because I kind of didn't hear. Did he say he was
Said
pulling
pulled
out the arrow?
and then pushed it.
No,
further.
Sean-
no.
No,
Sean?
he said I pull out the arrow, fine then, I just shove it back through.
No.
That is
Okay.
what you said.
Sean,
No.
roll me a
Let me-
d20.
Can I explain something quickly before I roll it?
No.
You
No,
said,
No.
you said what you're doing.
Funny shit.
Roll the d20.
14.
Okay. Roll me
Can I
a
just explain what I was
roll-
going on about?
roll me a
No,
d.
we know.
That I haven't pulled it out
We
yet.
know what you meant to say, but we
know what
also
you
know
meant
what
to
you
do.
said.
Right.
But
Roll
what
me
you
another.
doing?
Roll me another d4 because you didn't roll too bad.
4.
Apparently, that's an even worse roll because you take as you pull the arrow out, you take another 4 slashing damage because you're ripping it out.
Seriously.
No. You're ripping something out. It's a slash.
Okay. 4 damage.
Now roll again for shoving it back through.
No.
No.
I'm not gonna push with the going back through. We'll take his first thing of he pulled it out. However, he
Yeah.
might want a bit patching.
No, I was joking when I said I push it back through instead.
But you
Wait,
pulled
he
it.
pulled the arrow out.
You pulled the arrow out, and
Yeah, he just pulled an arrow
the
out of his
arrow
shoulder.
came out. There's a bit of
So
a
he's now bleeding everywhere.
no. He didn't do too much damage. There's a bit of a spurt of
He's
blood
only
as he
taken
pulls it
8
out.
damage. It's not bad, it's not bad.
And so the arrow didn't actually go too deep in. He just caused a bit more damage when he pulled it out.
I take the torch, just wander off down the cave and just opens up. Just
Sean,
ignore
you're
it.
going the right way for a smack bottom.
Oh my god, you did not just close
Sean is definitely donkey in this party, isn't
Anyway, you
I
walk.
can't believe
I
it.
don't
Kevin
care.
just fucking closed Shrek.
It's all
Anyway.
over now.
Anyway, I
You-
just walked down the
You
tunnel. I opened.
you walk down the tunnel, and there is evidence that this cave was mined for any resources. However, there are no signs that there are any more or deposits in this cave.
Is there anything?
Now, don't you feel like a
Can I
dumbass?
do a perception or something?
Nope, because you singed pretty much everything in here.
Okay.
You're so pretty.
Pretty
I'm
stupid.
questioning. Do I want to push my luck and open up the other tunnel?
Don't.
Oh my god, no, I'm leaving him fucking to it.
I open
Stop.
up the other tunnel.
Okay.
Wait, real quick. So there's just skeletons left, right?
Yes.
Do
Teeth.
they have teeth?
Yes, the skeletons have teeth.
Can I take some teeth?
Go wild, sweet child.
Sure. I wish for you to roll me. What do we normally make a roll for this teeth?
You don't usually make me roll unless I'm pulling them physically out of the head of something, but these are kind of just scattered. I just want them.
No, they're not scattered. They're still attached to the skulls.
It would be a
Yeah,
strength.
but they'd slip clean out the skulls.
Fair.
Yeah, once there's
One
no
of these
magical
skulls,
necromancy
like-
animating.
They
Roll-
literally just got
those teeth are just
toasted.
fall straight out.
Roll me a d6.
Yeah.
How many
I
of
need
the
to
skeletons
lose, I
worth
need
of
to
teeth did you steal?
You steal 4 dwarf. You steal
fine.
4 dwarf teeth.
I only wanted 3, but I'll take 4.
Oh,
I'm
for the
opening
necklace.
a smaller tunnel now.
Okay,
I'm gonna make them
Arcana
into a
check,
belt.
Sean.
Okay.
I'm gonna make him into a belt.
Like a bullet belt, but with teeth.
Oh my god.
Because you are casting magic.
Oh no, or I'll have them
no.
Okay.
trained along my bow.
No, not too bad, Sean. Not too
Oh.
bad. You cast
When I
acid
think of someone, they
splash,
smile.
but this time the boulders don't seem to give out under the pressure. It seems you're feeling a bit exhausted after digging 2 tunnels with acid.
And then getting fucking shit on by some dwarves.
I go rummaging
Dead
through my
ones.
pack and pull out a vial of acid.
Oh.
When your
Fake-
own acid magic doesn't work, you're just gonna yeet a bottle.
Okay,
Of acid.
Okay, I'm
still.
not doing it.
No, hold on. Sean, finish.
Yeah, he didn't.
I
he
want to
didn't say
go
this
over, place it on the safest bit of rock so it can pour down, open up a hole, and just say, whilst walking away from it, does anyone want to smash that from over here?
What you're asking is, really, can you shoot that?
Yes.
I'd say it more needs of an explosion, but if you want to shoot it, sure.
It's the glass vial. It probably wouldn't need to explode.
It's a smash. Bass.
Yeah,
Well,
it's grass. No, I'm more
If I hit it with a fast enough arrow,
fair.
Yeah, I'm staying far away from this just in case.
That acid will just like melt downwards through the
I'm a
rocks.
mute
Actually, no.
person.
Actually-
You best shut.
I have a better idea already. I cast Mage Hand and make the Mage Hands pick up the fire of that.
Just literally just smash.
So wait, you want to smash another Arcana check, please?
D20 plus 5, Connor. Stop sighing, it's really annoying.
I just got back.
You
18. I've got to put
You-
this to the 5.
you do make a hole. However, this one does only seem to be the size to get the smaller members of the party through.
Ladies first.
Of course.
So Reela,
In a minute.
I can see-
Reela, Orally, and Bolt can get through the hole. The rest of the party can't.
Okay, I'd like to perception check into the room, please, if that's alright.
Yep.
All this time, I'm not staying in line of sight at the entrance. I'm off to the side so I can't be shot again.
Well, at least he's not entirely stupid.
That's 4.
And yes, that was said in character.
I know.
18.
Okay, so you glance through the hole. You've got Orally behind you, so there are a few lights.
I don't need the lights. I have.
I know,
dark
but there are a few lights flickering through the gaps in the rocks and through the hole itself. There is nothing inherently in this room, but there are a few. There are the occasional glimmer
More
on the walls.
vision. Okay. How are we gonna mine this?
Gonna have
We could kindly ask the Delta.
Yeah, but Delta can't get in here.
I can't fucking fit.
I say, everyone, stand
Don't
back.
touch a damn. Like while he says that, I just say, "Don't touch a damn thing."
I raise my hand as if to cast, and I just say mumbo jumbo. Not actually anything magic. Messing with them.
So he's pretending.
Yes.
He's a
If you
nerd.
try and throw acid at this while I'm in here, I'm gonna hit you with an arrow, and it's gonna hurt more than the dwarves.
I said stand back.
You can't stand back when
I
they're
don't trust you with any form of wall clearing methods. Yeah.
I'm actually gonna headbutt you.
Go on then.
literally headbutt.
But knock him out and just let.
I've got a loot
It's
in
less
my
of a
pocket,
risk
bitch.
that way.
Oh my god, fucking Miguel and Tulio and just full on whacking with a loot.
I'm tempted.
I am gonna make one suggestion because she's drawing, so not actually looking at a sheet. Gemma does have chill touch, so she could.
Freeze the rock and hit it.
Freeze fucking Sean.
I actually have a.
No, I am looking at my sheet actually.
Freeze
mean,
the
you
rock
could
and
always-
hit it.
You
I
could always use
will!
physics.
Physics is still. Wait, we should not be in here when you do that.
I have a
What?
rogue frost that could help as well.
Me and
Oh, no,
Gem.
I I was just
Sean,
thinking, like,
I
heat the
was
rocks
more
up with fire and then ice them.
Nick,
That could burn her sensitive fingertip.
I was more thinking less ice. Gemma's is more concentrated because she has to touch it.
mine's just a ray of frost that hits it and just
I'm
falls.
wiggling my fingers right now.
Yeah.
So
So-
if we all step out the cave, Gemma, will you cast chill touch on the rest of the blockage?
Yes.
Thank you, Mama.
Can you roll me an Arcana check, please, my dear?
Wait, let me get my thing up.
Plus 7.
There it is. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Shut
plus
up! I
7.
got it.
She didn't ask you damn opinion.
Okay, so she orally places her hand on the wall, and from from the palm of her hand sparks ice across the entire side that she touches.
Let it go.
Doesn't quite cover the entire blockage, but covers
Just enough.
covers enough that anything if you to smash it,
I'm
it should
everything
crumble
I do.
into a hole big enough for Delta to get
hit
through.
it.
Delta.
Sorry,
smash.
sorry, I need to say it in the voice.
Delta, hit it.
Hit me with your best shot.
Strength check from Cornflake.
Punch it.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I wasn't listening.
Strength
Punching
check.
a wall.
That's why I say you have to pay attention. Yeah, the minus a bit at the top, the entire wall practically crumbles when he hits it. So the frozen stone crumbles into tinier pieces at the floor that near enough get crushed under his feet as he passes through.
So let's go in and mine this bitch.
Magic.
It's a smaller cave, so it won't take you as long. So only a half an hour.
I'll roll on the D100.
Roll a d100 to see how long it takes him to how much we get. So you
28%.
get another 28% of what you required. So you're up to about 69%.
Hey!
But
This
but
made it all worth it.
but as you explored,
No more.
but as you
Can we stop now?
but as you explored the bigger tunnel last time, there was actually no ore deposits down there. That's why the tunnel stretched a bit further. So, and there is no noticeable ore deposits on the wall of the cavern.
Okay, so where's the
What
next
about where
place?
the rock elemental was?
That's what he means.
I just said there was no.
Big cavern.
You noticed
Oh, okay.
you didn't notice any ore deposits last time,
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
On to the next door node on the map.
which is practically around the corner.
There we go then. Let's go there.
Right by this mountain.
Oh, I just realised I have not been doing this
Still
thing.
don't want to lead.
You're not.
I mean, we could always take a short rest for an hour and.
If Delta wants to try recover any exhaustion, yeah, sure, you can take a short rest in the cave. I'm assuming you.
Fuck it, no, we're just gonna.
Can I perform a song of rest if we do?
Oh, if you wish to perform a song of
Let's
rest,
take a short rest and let us sing a song.
well, don't need to take a short rest if she's a song of rest. If that, no, we don't have a spell for song of rest, but she does have minor cure wounds, so she could technically do it
No, I
that
do
way.
have song of rest. It's a bard feature.
Oh yeah.
Got a question. Do hit die automatically get used up, or do we have to roll them ourselves?
You have to wait.
During a short
which ones?
rest, friendly creatures regain.
I just did the short
Where is
rest.
song of rest
Not-
listed?
not healed
Under
features and
features
traits.
and traits. During a short rest, friendly creatures who hear your performance regain additional hit points when they send hit dice based on your level.
Okay.
But the hit dice aren't automatically applied. You have to roll
She's
yourself. that's right.
for yeah. You gotta do your
I'm
hit dice.
trying to be nice.
I mean, you can.
So,
you can
The
auto
bar,
hit dice.
she's still got dancing lights active, so it's pretty much a performance at this point. So you kind of sit around in the ashes of the goblins, because it's kind of in the center of the room. I'm pretty sure.
Gather around the
I don't need to recover
campfire.
anything, so I'm just
Yeah,
gonna sit around with y'all.
yeah. Sean is the only one.
Oh,
That's
wow.
actually-
She, at this point, she's technically doing a lap dance. Then,
No. Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire songs.
No,
Sing
see,
basically-
campfire, yes,
Roll an
so
extra
that-
d10, Sean.
ooh, it's rolling an extra detail. Oh, because of the short rest not
'Cause
adding.
the song of rest. So you get an extra 6 health.
Back to max.
I don't know what's going on. I might have to report the issue with the site not working.
What now?
Because Matt's spells didn't pick back up after a long rest, and Sean's health
Oh.
didn't recover after a short rest.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. You have to manually roll the hit dice.
No, it does normally recover.
Does it?
No, that's fine.
No, not after short
Not
rest.
unless
short
you
rest.
select it on a short rest.
Yeah,
I
long
just-
rest does it auto, but
Anyway, so
Short rest,
you pick back up, you head out the cave and kind of skirt round the edge of the mountain, to which you find actually sticking out of the ground what seems to be a node of metal.
yeah.
Check around the surroundings. There is no creatures within the vicinity of the wooded area.
Oh, a wooded area, you say?
God sake.
Nani?
Nani? You are approaching me, the forest god?
Georgia!
It's a good thing there's nothing approaching, or you'd have to tell me exactly what size fucking shoe it wears at this point.
But yeah, from close by, there doesn't appear to be anything. However,
No, not close by. I have a full mile.
I was just getting to that.
Good.
Good lord.
Down, sweet child.
The forest itself seems to wrap round the side of the mountain that you're on. That you're following it round. The forest seems to follow with you.
I apologise, it's 6 miles.
Oh shit, out my phone.
This is why she is the forest god.
Within
Forest god.
within the forest itself, there are creatures lurking, both of good and bad nature. But other than that, nothing seems to be heading in your direction. Any wolves or anything in the forest are hunting these smaller creatures. The sky does not count as the forest, so I do not have to say anything in the sky above.
However, I can look up.
Everyone can look up.
There
Yeah,
do
we didn't go to the Assassin's
like,
Creed guard
clear.
school. All of us now have
And
nets.
it's like you know, a
This-
day and it's clear. So,
I never said it was a clear day.
You
it
never
is-
said it was raining either.
Yeah, you never
It-
said it was a
it's
bad
not-
day either.
It's
Yeah.
You look up and it is a bit of a cloudy day. The clouds do seem to be a bit on the darker side.
Are they low? Are they too high? Are they
Is it foggy?
cumulus? Are
It's not foggy. As for the type of cloud, go fuck yourself. I haven't done anything sciencey in a while. However,
We look up and what do we see?
Is there one in the shape of a bunny?
no. Actually, wait. Roll me a perception check.
He's gonna
Do
let
you
me have
perceive a bunny?
He's gonna let me have a bunny. He's gonna let me have a bunny. I'm over 19. I got a bunny. Sorry, I'm getting way too excited over bunny
What a
clouds.
Okay.
realistic rabbit appears in the sky.
Yeah, pretty much.
You look up and there is a, from what you can see, there is a cloud that does appear to look like a bunny to you.
Guys, look. There's a bunny.
I don't see.
Wait, no. Before you say that, Gemma, roll me a perception check.
Does she perceive
Wait,
the
do
rabbit?
I actually see it?
Do you actually
Do
see
you
the bunny?
See the bunny?
Roll a perception check. Gemma, I hope you see
Also,
the
you
bunny.
never.
18.
Oh, I
Gemma
see
sees the bunny.
But I would call it a hare.
No. Did Gemma not want to see it, or did she want to see it?
I don't know. Did I want to?
'Cause you said-
I think
She
it was
was
just general.
Because
She was like, I don't know,
type
do
of
I
thing.
see it?
no, because she did say before,
Am
I don't,
my child?
Yes.
I don't see it. So, does she want to see the bunny, or does she not
No,
want to see
I
the
know.
bunny?
I will amuse my child.
You look up and you
Perceive the
and you
bunny.
do, just for the amusement of Rio, do claim that you see the bunny.
Oh, it looks similar to a bunny. It could be a bunny or it could be a hare.
Before we move on, is anybody else wanting to pay attention to the bunny cloud?
No.
Okay.
Y'all are assholes. This is why Mom doesn't fucking love you.
It's fucking true. I don't.
But other than
one of them.
other than that, you do see
No,
you do see a few small shadows up in the clouds.
Y'all,
Hell no.
y'all, that ain't a bunny.
Oh.
Richard, small shadows, not big shadows, so you know what they are.
I think I know what they are.
Big bird.
Like,
Well-
how small are we talking?
Not dragon size.
Oh no, I wasn't
Oh,
thinking
so it's
dragon
not
size.
Dungeons and Dragons
I was
today.
more thinking things with beaks
It's
and
dungeons and dumb
talons
shit in the
and
clouds.
eagle heads.
In all fairness, they don't tend to, if I remember rightly, they don't tend to hang around this specific mountain.
Anyway,
No, I don't think so.
can we have Delta start mining?
But yeah, as from where you are, there is a sizable node of metal to the side.
I would like to assist Connor in his strength round.
So
Cheerleading.
strength
Connor, roll a
from
strength check.
Connor and
Let me roll you a d20.
Natural
D20 assistant D20.
13.
Okay,
plus 6.
so
19.
again
Stop
takes
growling.
takes about
Using
15
character, no.
takes about 15 minutes to crumble this node
Wait,
into.
can I do my cheer real quick? I have a cheer prepared.
Don't.
Oh no.
Can I play my lute?
Delta, he's our man. If he can't mine it, no one can.
Can I play my lute
ju-
for that?
Just a reminder, Gemma. With the whole you want to play your loot for that, you can give inspirational dice.
Yeah.
That lasts for a minute if I remember correctly.
No,
minute.
they last. The inspirational bardic inspiration lasts until the dice is used.
I swear it was a minute or so.
10. It says 10 here.
Oh, 10 minutes. But they've rolled now anyway, so you do play. You play a little ditty while they're mining, but it's nothing that
She plays
inspires them
fucking
too
It's
much.
not
Dueling
like inspire.
banjos.
It's more like, you know.
I wanted to
Yeah.
play so that
Some
way I
working
had
music,
music
you
to sing to.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
Anyway,
in all
some
fairness, I don't see.
spirits
I don't see Delta singing the words "dig a tunnel" or
Dig, dig, eternal.
I mean,
Dig it.
while
or the
I'm
Minecraft.
keep an eye on the
Warforge
sky.
and I'm digging.
Yeah. And I don't see him singing diggy hole. However,
Nick, I'm gonna keep an eye on the sky while they're doing this.
okay.
I don't trust those shadows, man.
The second they come lower than the tree line, they're fair game.
The second they come out of the clouds, I can tell what they is, and we win.
Nick, do we need to roll the D100?
I'll roll it.
I wasn't going to say D100. I was going to scale it down a bit because it's only
No,
one.
just D100 and see how we do. Come on.
See if we over.
No, it's one node. It's not going to be able to fill up the
You said it was a sizable
31%.
Yeah,
Okay.
you did say it was a sizable node.
Roll the D100.
It filled up to 34.
Filled up 34%. Those doing the math. Are we at full?
Connor, 34 plus.
103.
Yeah, we got 103.
103%. There you go.
Okay, so you get.
Not what we
We're on
need in
69,
all action.
right?
Yeah.
we were.
Yeah, 100%.
So you've got the ore you require. As he was just lied there gazing at the clouds, he did see a creature swoop down below cloud level.
Was it below tree level?
No, just below cloud level at the minute. And
What is it?
from what you could see, it looks reptilian in appearance.
I know what this dweeb is.
Do you point it out?
I mean, if it comes
Oh,
closer,
I
I'll
think
point
I
it
know
out.
what this is.
If you point it out, can I have a look? Because I have.
mean-
Is it a sky
Can-
lizard?
Fine. Can I do a thing then? I just need to see.
I'm actually trying to find because I had notes on character translation here somewhere, but I can't remember where they went.
Okay. I think it's survival that it is. I want to see if I know what that thing is.
That would be in nature.
Would it be nature?
Yes,
Depends.
Natural
you're trying to
Yeah.
def-
Oh yeah.
you're
so yeah,
trying to
yeah.
work out if you know what the natural creature is.
Just three. If my keyboard was working in Discord. Oh, there we go. We're just lagging. 18.
Where am I?
What is that lizard?
Who was
Is
that?
that Liz?
Pokemon.
You look up. It only appears to have 2 legs, 2 feet. So from what you can tell, it is a wyvern.
Yeah, why?
Dungeons and Wyverns.
I mean, if you want to fight a dragon, we can fight a dragon.
I really don't want to.
If you want to
right now.
fight a dragon, I can point you
No,
in the
we're good,
directions
thank
where
you.
dragons
No,
spawn in
we're
this
good,
world.
If
thank
you want to
you.
fight a dragon, we can
No,
die.
thank you.
know.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Here, let me check with Mom real quick. Mom, can we fight a dragon?
No, thank you.
Mom said no.
Okay, so you've got the
So I see some wyverns. Nice.
you
Can you point them out? Are you gonna point them out to us or just keep that information?
well, it was just one wyvern at the
Come a
time.
bit closer.
It was just one wyvern at the time.
I got my eye on it. It's fine.
However, so you've mined up, and I'm assuming you've parked the metal in the space garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Kinda fucking.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna do a
have
thing. Though.
returns on
I'm gonna
each
do a
front.
math.
In
What
all
was the percentage
fairness,
again, Connor?
I was
130.
Yeah, it's 103.
when I was trying to pull all this together, I was gonna have it so that you bought a carriage to pull stuff along in, but
I don't want to
Yeah.
protect a carriage. That's effort.
effort problems with certain people, and then certain people go, but I have a space garage.
Oh,
Well,
Richard is dumb
If I
fucking
have a
space
space
garage.
carriage, I'm gonna use it.
But anyway, so you take the because you walked around the side of the mountain a bit. It's for about another 10 minutes. It's now about a 40-minute walk back to town. But you head back to town and go talk to Jerd.
Good.
Good,
It's good.
good.
Bird is back here in my pocket.
But you go
No,
talk
it's
to.
back at home.
But you go.
It ends in Erd, can we go?
But so you get back to the blacksmith, and Gerd is hammering away as you enter the blacksmith.
Hey, we're
Someone with
back.
a working calculator. Can you do like 3 times 1 point?
I can't remember my dwarf
Just
voice,
Three
so
times what, sorry?
I can't
It was
seem
an
to
old
manage.
raspy
Times
old
1.
man voice.
103% of 3 tons.
103% of 3 tons.
Yeah. 'Cause that's how much
3.09.
iron we were trying to collect.
We have 3.09 tons.
There you go.
Did
So
you do that in your
Hold
3.1
on.
basically.
Yeah, 3.1 tons.
Did you do that in your head, Connor?
Yes.
I can't understand how you do this.
Because
Man.
the calculator.
Because fuck you.
Okay.
It's not fucking difficult.
So-
So
I could've-
let's
I
go
could've
through
just
this.
made the-
Oh,
Hey, we're back.
hi there. Give me a second. Let me just finish forging this. Smacks the pickaxe he was making again. Just the next thing is like,
We all look at Avril like,
I suddenly had a mass order of pickaxes. Don't know why.
I mean, I'm just
Oh,
gonna
no
look.
idea.
I'm gonna look knowing but
damn.
disinterested. Like I know what's going on, but I don't care.
But yeah, suddenly got a mass order of pickaxes.
Oh, I can't
Wonder
think what
why.
that
Oh,
would
boy.
be, guys.
Oh boy.
Oh
Um,
man,
Did people lose their
Oh,
feet?
dear.
it's getting warm in here, guys.
Oh, gee.
Well, we are in a forge.
But anyway,
Shit.
I'm
I'm
I'm assuming you came back with the metal you went out after.
Yes.
that we do.
Okay, let's
Where do you want it? Because we
Bad idea.
kinda.
Well, I mean, I can open the door nicer this time without tipping it all out. We can actually unload.
there's a
Yeah, we
tub.
like this, guys.
If you go out into the, need to look at my map.
Out into the left.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, if you go out into like the right of the building, there's a bit of a place you can dump it. I think at the minute there's a load of coal there, so just dump it next to that. But,
Alright, lads, let's go dump coal.
While you
Out
do
in the doorway, got it.
While they're doing that, can I?
While you do that, he goes over to the other side of the room to let me check the. Well, actually, he follows you out to assess the metal. And
Alright, okay.
looking at the metal, he does notice you've got the correct amount of
Iron.
iron. However, mixed in with the iron, the little bit of extra metal that you brought back isn't actually iron.
Is it this big?
Does he say what it is?
Yes, give me a second.
the metal.
Trying to remember what gets mined from what in Dark and Light. It is that you have brought back the smallest amount of mithril with you as well.
Nice. Magic metal. Yeah, boy.
Frodo's gonna use it to make fucking chainmail. Sorry.
Anyway,
So he's like, I see you brought back a bit of mithril as well. It's nice, unexpected. He didn't expect the mithril, but as he says, he goes back inside and he goes
An
back.
unexpected surprise, but a pleasant one.
He goes back inside and brings you out a bit of. He brings you out a bag of gold. In it is the exact gold listed on the poster. So there's 100 gold in there, but he does say he threw in an extra 50 for the bit of mithril.
Damn,
So we have 150 gold
split between everyone. That's a lot.
split between 6.
25.
25.
25 gold each.
that works.
Gemma, you got it, or do you want me to do it? Same to you, Matt.
You do it.
I did it.
Can you do it for me since mine doesn't seem to work?
I remember.
Alright.
I can do mine.
So 25 golds. Got it.
Oh, good. I'm back to being rich again with 121 gold.
Wait, how do I do it again?
Click on currency.
Equipment.
Gemma's total currency is 287, to be fair.
Oh, there's
Yeah, that's
currency.
just in gold pieces. I don't want to know how much I have out of gold pieces. Honestly, it
And,
scares
like
me.
my total currency, including like all the silver and copper, I
Yeah,
got is 750.
287.
350. 325.
You have Bolt that seems to be a bit poorer, didn't make much money. He was more into the experimenting while he was here.
Yeah.
I've got 49.
Can I talk to Gerd about selling my longsword to him and buying a short sword?
Can I talk to Gerd about getting his son's number?
Stop
And
it.
name.
I mean, just go back to the guild
I
hall,
mean-
you might see it.
Renee, I sent you his name. Are you sure I still want his number?
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not sure after that fucking name.
Yeah.
In all fairness, may
You
make
said
it.
it wasn't a
all
dumb
I
name
can
last
tell
time.
you is that he calls for aid and Rohan shall answer.
In all fairness, I will rethink his name. That's just the thing came to the
Wait,
top of my
what?
head.
Anyway.
Basically, he's called Borodor. His name is Gondor.
Oh.
His name is Gondor.
I will rethink his name for next time, so we won't encounter
Rohan calls for fucking aid.
Gerd's son this time round.
Rohan.
Nick, can I now sell my
Not fucking.
You
was
talk
like,
It's
to
a Rohan.
you
It's a lot of
talk to Gerd, but he doesn't actually have any short swords in at the minute. But does say if you want to leave the blade with him, he will reforge it down into a short sword for you.
I would like 2 short swords, so how about you forge this and I pay you extra gold for another one?
He takes a look in his books as he's presently doing his books after having you.
A mass pickaxe order.
No, well, Not after.
And
After
paying
he's
yourself.
having to deduct money that he's just paid you out. But he says about 15 gold,
15 gold.
50 silver, and he'll make you another. Another.
I don't know. Why not charge Sean a
Although-
whole fucking gold?
Okay.
However, he does say if you want for double the price, he will make it out the mithril that you brought him.
So for
A
100
mithril
silver,
short sword.
Mithril short sword.
Yes,
What would that actually be in
So
D&D?
for
I don't
gold.
think there's
it'd be a short sword. Just
Oh no, for 100 silver,
Mithril
you could have a
sword.
mithril short sword.
There is no mithril bow, so I'm just wondering what would that actually equate to?
a short sword.
But it would be a very high quality short sword.
It's just a high quality short sword, and like Richard said, mithril is a magic metal, so it have higher chances of
Having a magical quality.
taking on a magical quality if you gave it a magical quality.
Okay. So 100 silver.
I mean, like
Yeah.
mithril armor, you can wear it under clothes, and if it imposes it's lighter and easier to use than normal.
Anyway, 100 silver, yes?
That's why Frodo wore it.
Yep.
100 silver gone.
You were trying to remember what sort of time frame you went out in. It's now
Been like-
part
He
way.
said no rush, and we came back in literally a day.
Yeah. But
Yeah, remove silver and the long
Although, can I ask Gerd one thing before we go?
go on.
If we are going, I wanna. Oh wait, no, I'll do this in character. Gotta do it proper. If you don't mind me asking, where would one find leather armor around here?
The
What kind of level armor? Wing, wing, nudge, nudge, sorry.
there
I'm gonna hit you with a spoon. I swear to God.
there is a tailor next door. If you tell him I sent you, he may give you a discount. Not sure.
Sorry, completely out of character. What's his name? Bird.
No, his name is Tanner.
Perfect.
Oh, I can't even.
Gerd does say his name is Saren.
Saren,
Saren.
like Saran wrap.
Yeah.
Saren as in
I was thinking
serenade, I
serendipity.
guess.
S
Serendipitous.
for spelling purposes, it is SERON.
So,
Saren.
do I
Saren.
have any idea when I'm going to get my two short
Oh, so he's not
Sound like a
Saren.
bird.
He's
So he's
Saren.
not
Saren
like
as
the
in
fucking-
heron with an S.
So he's not the villain from Mass Effect 1.
And he did tell you that you'll have to give him a day or two because of the pickaxe order.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to double check that we actually get told that.
But
Okay.
yes, Gerd tells you go next door to Saren, mention his name, may give you a discount, may not. Depends how he's feeling and if he's drunk.
I mean, at worst I pay full price. At best I pay less price. So I
What
I
is the
win-win either way.
what is the price of leather armor? Just
The studded leather I want to get is 45 gold.
fair.
Can I sell some stuff?
What stuff are you wanting to sell?
Chainmail and a great axe.
Might want to go back to Gerd.
That'd be good. He'd sell
Wait,
that
I
too.
was assuming he did that before.
I'll go back to God. No, I haven't.
No, he didn't. He just kind of walks out the shop. 1 minute, I'm gonna check this.
Flash of inspiration, just I
Yeah,
can do
no.
that.
Walks out the shop. He's got a bit of a lower intelligence than everyone else. Just walks out the shop and goes, "I wanted to sell something," and goes back in.
When does he sound like a dwarf?
My head,
Isn't bad at copying Connor.
yes, bad at
I
copying
forgot I was carrying.
the monotone.
I want to sell.
I mean, he literally has the average intelligence of any random schmuck, so it's very possible that he would forget that.
Connor's about to
Would
get a
anyone
cash
like some
influx.
stew?
Would anyone like some?
Okay, so
anyone
you go
like
back
some
in
stew?
and they've not been
Connor's
used.
interaction with Gerd, go.
Oh, it's the Warforged. Hi there. What you after?
I forgot I was carrying a chainmail and a great axe. Would you be interested in purchasing this?
Let me have a look. Right, 1 second.
You're looking at the prices of this shit, ain't you?
No, I can see it on
It's
Connor's
about
page.
30.
Ooh.
Oh, fair.
He glances at the chainmail, and from what he sees, there's the quality on it's not too good, but because you're taking care of Bolt and he's not seemed to be harmed, he will still pay you full price. As for the great axe, let's have a look. Again with the great axe, doesn't seem to be in the best of conditions, but you are looking
Let
after.
it slide.
He's going to let it slide because you've brought him business today anyway, so he can lose.
Shall I tell him about the pickaxes as a threat?
No.
No.
No,
In all fairness, a war pickaxe
As it, you're
costs a
welcome.
lot less, but there were special pickaxes like handcrafted, so he charged them more. But yeah, if you want to add the 105 gold to your
hmm
Yeah.
list
That's why I wanted to get rid of it.
and remove the items, that'll be great.
Can I just establish something quickly? A quarter staff plus 0.2 gold.
A war pickaxe only costs 5, so you.
How the fuck do I get rid of it?
Just click on it and
You just click it and then click remove.
So that is you got back and it's around about. It's just turned early afternoon, so it's about lunchtime.
Okay, done.
Lunchtime.
I wonder if
Do you want to go grab lunch?
Feed
What have
me.
Lunch is good.
I can
Let's
pay
go
for
grab
my own
lunch
shit
at the
now, so yeah.
guild
Yeah.
hall. Yeah.
I can go buy armor after lunch. I don't care.
I know where
Yeah,
you're going
definitely.
there.
No, you don't, Connor. You may know, but Delta doesn't.
But are you going to? Are you
No,
going?
no, really
But
good.
which one are you taking? Are you taking the guild hall or are you taking the tavern?
I think
there is one
Guildhall is the safest bet for Reeler.
But
I
I mean, tavern
think
could be
I
funny.
can handle myself.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
pretty
you
sure
very
you can handle a
much.
tavern, and at the
I'm,
very
unlike,
least,
unlike Gemma, I'm not dating you, Sean. I don't have to pay attention to what you say.
I'm just trying to be nice here, so.
I don't pay attention to what he says
I
anyway.
like in character. I honestly don't care where we eat as long as there is food involved.
Mm.
Feed us.
Fine, the
Also
tavern.
okay.
Then. Let's go. What could go wrong?
Everything can go wrong, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Don't say
Yeah.
that.
If you're going especially.
Hey, I'm touching my
I'd
wooden
know you
desk,
shot
it's
with an
fine.
arrow and try to pull it out.
I did point out.
So you enter the
try.
you enter the tavern. It's with it being lunchtime. It is not overly packed, but there are quite a few dwarves in there having their lunchtime ale. But you sit down,
Are
take.
dwarves like fucking hobbits when it comes to ale, like they are with like they are breakfast.
We need to have breakfast ale.
Dwarves are
And
just
second
Ale,
breakfast.
11's ale.
No, breakfast ale, 11sies ale. No, breakfast,
Second
breakfast,
breakfast.
second breakfast, 11sies, lunch, afternoon tea.
no, Renee. It's what they drink instead of water.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
That's solid.
Anyway,
I can
But
deal with that.
you take a table. The dwarves, the looks you get from the dwarves aren't actually too hostile today. You've been doing stuff to help them out. So they're kind of not 100% okay with Reela, but they're not.
They're all like 70% chill.
They're not like it's 50-50. Some of them are giving you dirty looks because you are an elf, so they're still they don't like your kind. However, the rest of them. Okay. However, the rest of them are they're not really bothered that you're there now.
Can I glare at the dweebs giving dirty looks?
Sure.
intimidation.
Roll me intimidation.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay.
It's plus 12. It can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Watch it go wrong.
Let's hope
How
for their
terri-
sake
how
you rolled a
terrified
1.
of
Oh no, a 2.
I
That's fine.
literally rolled a 2.
They kind of just they so
Yes.
protect Reela.
That's what I was trying to do before you started yelling.
However, they catch sight of your horrifying grin and just turn back to their drinks and whatever food they're eating.
I'm just gonna quietly say to myself, "That's what I thought."
So you take your table. Waitress comes over and asks what you're after.
What's on the menu?
Second food, mate.
What's on the menu, my lady?
This is one thing I can't open because they changed how it fucking works. Sources.
Stop making noise.
I've had to mute him. It's that.
Stop
He's-
making noise.
Just plugging in his laptop.
How dare you have power that you need? Rude.
Anyway, what's on the menu?
I don't know because I can't actually pull up the fucking source material for the basic rules.
Your girlfriend, because she's a snag.
Sue.
Somebody
Oh,
want
that's
to
me.
Oh my god, Jenna!
Well, it's a dwarven town, so there's meat, there's bread, there's the occasional bit of dairy product on there, and of course there's the ale on there.
Can I have a sandwich?
So even
Is that
Why
possible?
are you a cunt?
Because I want a damn sandwich.
No, she does. She offers to make him a meat sandwich, if it's a sandwich is after. In fact, there was meat sandwich and cheese sandwich listed on the menu.
Oh, you know what? I'll take a meat sandwich.
Sandwiches.
I will take a meat and cheese sandwich for extra money.
Now that's
Ooh,
pushing it.
I'll have
Sean's
a
a
meat
cunt.
and cheese. I'll have a meat and
Like,
cheese too.
just order your two damn sandwiches and put them together yourself.
She does kind of glance at you because she's like, damn it, now I have to work out a price for that. But
Just double. It'll be easier.
Just add the two sandwiches together.
okay, well she was gonna charge you 10 copper per sandwich, so
2 sandwiches for me.
So, and then 4
you.
copper for the ale.
yeah.
Okay. Give me your strong.
Wait, what was the ale
affects
price?
me.
4 copper.
Okay, no, it was gonna be 5 for the sandwiches then.
I was gonna say, give me the strongest
So
ale.
five-
It's
so
not
take
like
off
it can affect me
five.
anyway.
Wait, so it's
9.
how? Yeah.
If you want if you're me and you and you want a sandwich and
Those
ale,
just taking a
then
meat sandwich,
9
it's it's 9.
Nine.
It's
9
those
copper for
taking
a sandwich and ale, boys. 1
9
sandwich. 1 ale.
yeah 9 copper for 1 sandwich and ale. Those that are
the
taking
robot can just
double
table.
filling sandwiches, it's 10 14 for the double filling sandwiches.
It's not like I've got a problem with that.
Like I could.
You want me
order
to deduct that
sandwiches
for you,
forever, I don't
G?
Yes. Yes.
14 copper gone.
What's bulk buying?
Yeah, what do you want, Bolt? And what does the robot want anything to eat? I don't. He doesn't need to eat, but does he want to eat?
What's that?
Does
Soup?
it work like an exo?
He
Matt,
doesn't need to eat at all.
Yeah.
what are you buying anything to eat?
It's steak and chips.
That
That
not on
doesn't
the menu.
exist.
there's the option of
Baked potatoes.
there's the option of meat sandwich, cheese sandwich, bread, ale.
Is there a meat sandwich?
There is a
Yeah.
meat sandwich.
I'll have a meat sandwich.
Okay.
You want ale? Or
Yes.
do you not want to be drunk?
want
It's
ale.
not like. I mean, I'll
Okay.
have ale. It's not like it can affect me.
You ordered ale
Can I
already.
have a meat
Did I?
sandwich
Oh, I
without the
didn't realize
bread?
it processed. Sorry.
So you just want the meat.
Yes.
So that's 5 copper from you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lump of meat.
He just has a pork leg.
Richard, want to do me?
It just goes clunk on the table.
Wanna do what?
Want to do some price conversion for minusing from Matt?
What? Literally, just take it off already. It should be fine.
Yeah, but Matt's only got gold pieces.
Yeah,
No, just
literally take away the copper.
I've
See what
tried.
happens.
Nothing.
Not work?
How do I do
Okay,
that? Right, so if I go
take
down
one-
1 gold and...
Take
no,
one of his
I'll
gold
pay for that.
pieces
I'll pay for
and
that.
convert them into 100 copper.
Do you want
1
me to pay
gold is
for
100
that?
copper.
It'll make it easier.
No, it's fine. Matt's paying for his own. He's got to learn. 100
He's
copper.
lived here long enough. He can pay for his own food.
So you taking ale and hunk of meat? Yes, Matt. Oh, meat sandwich. So
He was sandwich. Connor was out.
Connor,
was not meat.
it's 5 copper for the meat.
I've
So
done it.
9. Okay. So you sit, have your lunch. Can I get a group perception check, please? So everybody roll me a perception.
I don't like
That is
this.
for me.
24.
Where the
Yeah,
fuck's
perception.
perception? Oh, it's
20.
a D20.
It's D20 plus.
It's your wisdom modifier.
I don't have a wisdom modifier.
Then it's-
Okay, so it's just D20.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm dead average. Well,
No, it's a group one. Matt, do you wanna time in here?
Sean's just fucking
do I want to
perceptive
type
as
in?
fuck.
I see.
Perception
all-
roll.
Roll your perception.
Group perception.
You are the perceiver
I don't even
of
know what my
everything.
perception is.
Look at your sheet.
With my eyes.
My sheet's being buggy, remember?
It shouldn't
Yeah, but your
affect
stats are all there.
Yeah. Your perception is 2, like
Just-
plus 2.
So D20 plus 2.
D20 plus 2.
Like as buggy as your equipment and actions and spells would be, your stats won't be buggy.
Plus 2.
Change ever.
If he gets a nat 20.
Doesn't matter anyway because the others rolled kind of high.
You heard it.
3 to 3.
So you're sat in the tavern eating your food, and you hear a table behind you taking a chat about some livestock going missing.
Ooh, livestock.
That there's that there is a creature they're calling a wind rider that is picking off livestock.
Oh, fuck.
Would I be able to nature to know what that is, or would that not work?
You're not actually familiar with this world. You picked up on the wyvern
Yeah,
because
I
there's
thought
sort of a cross-world thing, but from the word wind rider, you're not sure where to put it.
Just like
Flying animal.
I mean, I can probably guess it flies. But,
It's fucking Hiccup and the Dragons of Burke, boys.
Oh shit.
Careful, I might add that. I might add Burke on the list of worlds we
Please.
traverse.
I will
Like
get
that
a
one,
night
that
fury.
one island.
Because that'll
I could go
happen.
there. I could speak to dragons.
I will get a
No.
night fury.
My problem is here. Renee's like, I don't want to fight a dragon. I don't want to go anywhere near dragons.
My favourite enemies are dragons.
Yeah, her favorite enemy's a dragon. She gets advantage against dragons.
Anyway,
Doesn't mean I want to fight them.
Yeah,
just
but
'cause
I
I'm good
could
at
race
it.
the dragon. It would be funny.
I turn around, say, "What's this about some livestock going missing?"
They say there's a farm, not far from here on a field. That when you hear field, you kind of go, oh, it's
The field we fucking came from.
close to where you came from.
So Richie can put two and two together because he's not a fucking idiot.
But there is a field. There is a field not far. There's a farm on that field that is being not far from the field that is being semi-terrorized by a wind rider. It's
I asked
picking.
for a
I
description.
don't know what it is, but I want it.
The description they give you is, well, first off, they ask if you've seen or heard of a wyvern.
Vapor.
No.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Richard 180s real quick, gives him the finger guns. Like,
Like looking up, just like I know what that is. Yep, not letting the rest of the party know that we were being. seen
Richard,
by
the
them, like-
Wind Rider's the premium version, right?
Yeah, it's the fucking boosted to the extreme.
Okay.
Anyway,
So, what was the second one called?
Well,
Then they go, right, you've met a Wind Rider. Have you heard of a Nidhogg?
The fuck's that?
Needhog!
and I think we know what that is. Well,
I've not heard.
the smart people will know what it is.
And they go on to say how it's roughly like they're roughly like 3 times the size of a wyvern. And then it's a case of now double that in size.
Yeah, I want it.
God damn.
I could chase it.
Go on then.
What are
Chase
you,
it
like
down.
a sky dog?
I mean, there's this big ass dragon thing, and it's doing stuff, and I want it. I could chase it down, literally. It will not escape my grasp.
Although it probably will, given it probably got a flying.
Probably.
Have some chill.
I'm not in character gonna go chase it down unless we see it.
But other than that,
I want it.
they're just keep going on about the farm and that something needs to be done.
Is there a bounty on it?
Do you want to go
Always
back to
giving that cash money.
Sean, what's your fucking alignment? Jesus.
Chaotic neutral.
Ah,
so
that's what.
Sean can go? Is there money
Yeah,
on
Renee,
it?
same.
Do you want? They don't mention anything about a bounty, but you can always go out and check the quest board.
I say we go check the quest board.
Is everyone going or just Sean?
I mean,
I go.
yeah, there you go. Those two can go do that. And just, like,
Right.
you know.
So
I'm gonna sit
If I
around and
hear-
enjoy
if
my
I
chill
hear-
time, to be honest.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I'm not gonna be
I'm gonna
happy.
do what I said I was gonna do after lunch.
you're gonna hit the
I'll-
tail.
I'll those two fuckers
Okay,
go
so
over and check that board.
Avril-
I'm gonna go to the tailor.
So Avril, Hell, and Bolt all leave the others in
And
the.
I'm gonna
Back
whip
in a
out
line.
my loot and start strumming.
Okay.
Just in general. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna start.
So, Avril, Bolt, and Hell leave the tavern. Bolt and Hell
Go
heading
ahead,
towards
Dwarf, right,
the
don't call me.
Delta, Reeler, and Orly have a chill fucking time.
For now.
Bolt and Hell head over to the Bolt and Hell head over to the guild hall, and Avril heads to the tailor's, which is honestly just within sight.
It's like next door or something.
Pretty much. If I have to
Actually,
keep.
no, it's near enough next door.
Anyway,
You've got the magic shop then next to that.
so
I might go see them later, but not for now.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the exploring quest board group first. So
Quest board nerd.
both of you, can you roll me a perception?
Are you noticeable enough
Matt,
to see?
perception roll.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching.
7. That is not good.
You had 7. Good job.
Between the two of yours, rummaging around the board, there isn't a bounty on there for the Nidhogg.
Ah.
However, do you wish to have any other quest catch your eye?
Sure.
Do you want to try and find
Yeah,
a quest?
sure.
So
So literally just gonna be collecting shit.
Pretty much.
Probably.
not all of them, I don't think.
You could maybe kill things. I don't know.
There
Seems
is
like the kind
there
of
is
place where
one
you
or
can
two,
kill things.
ironically, that have a kill order,
I think
specifically collecting loot from monsters, but still.
You gotta roll the dice, man.
Yep. 1d7 minus 1d. Oh yeah, just roll a d7 to be fair.
Just roll the d7.
6.
There is a quest from the tailor specifically, which is ironic because now you're gonna get a visit. The quest reads: after material for the padding of armor. Well, less for the padding of armor, more for. Well, for padding and pretty much padding of armor. They're asking for 2.5 kilograms of wyvern leather and 2.5 kilograms of fur.
Okay then. I tell Bolt to go catch up with Avril once I go get
No,
her.
I'm already gone. This is like a meanwhile type of shit, you know.
Yeah,
Meanwhile.
you're in two. Yeah, so you're presently in two separate locations.
Y'all can run over, but I'm probably gonna be done before you guys
Yeah.
come over.
So
No, I'm telling Bolt, go catch up with Avril, stop him from leaving whilst I go get everyone else.
he left the same. Yeah. Okay. Stopping the
Like,
lead.
you're basically stopping me from
However,
leaving the table.
while you're doing this, over in the tailor, Avril's meeting.
Is it like a
Saren.
counter, like, you know?
Yeah, there's a counter in the store, and he's got a few of his wares behind him,
Okay.
and a shelf
See.
to one side of him as
Is
well.
there a little dinging bell, you know, as I walk in the door or something?
No, he's not busy at the moment, so he is stood behind the counter.
Just
And
waiting there.
hello to God of Soda.
Oh no.
Hello again.
Hello.
But yeah, he stood
Okay,
behind the
we're in
counter.
I'm in the tailor. Okay. Got to.
Hi there, friend.
Hello. Are you by any chance Saren?
That is me. What you're after?
Excellent. I had a recommendation from Gerd that you are the man to see about armor.
Yes, that be I.
Specifically, I'm looking to acquire some studded leather armor.
Oh, that's on the expensive side.
I know. I'm just trying to think the words I need to say, man.
That's
Nothing
on the
good.
expensive side.
Yes.
Though,
Yeah.
looking at the wares you've got, you might be able to afford it.
I don't know what gives him that idea, but go ahead.
Go off, I guess.
It's actually quite expensive.
He pulls out a tape measure and goes about his business, measuring you up. And what did price
Well,
you
that shows
just?
hands.
And
Hopefully the wings don't, cause a
Yeah, I was
problem.
supposed to say, how would he fit the wings?
I'm gonna have to
The same
adjust.
way as my hoodie.
Would you have to build it around Avril?
No, do you not know how my hoodie is attached? I got like 2 slits down the back, and
Yeah,
like
but-
slip it over my head
So just leather
and
armor.
down across the
What
wings
sense
with
does
buttons
that
at the bottom.
Right now I am not after a soda. I'll probably get a drink and something to eat after the stream. To be fair, but he does turn. He turns around and goes. May have to charge extra for altering of the wings, for wings and such. But say
Perfectly fair.
about 48 gold for the studded kind.
Think for a second. Sounds reasonable to me. How long would you say until it would be ready?
Due to size, having to get the material, give me a couple of days, 3 tops.
Sounds fair to me.
At that point, Bolt does come running in.
Alright.
Hey, we got a mission from the notice board to kill something called Taylor.
You picked up that notice I put up. Yes. Just after a few bits for armor padding, which is kind of convenient that you came in here after armor.
Okay, yeah. We forgot. I don't have it on me. My friend has it. But quickly, I forgot to read the back of it. Was there any bonus?
I think I I may pay no bonuses to this one. No bonuses that I can remember.
Okay, thank you. Understood.
Just gonna wait for the rest of those lot. It was like, wait. Do we
How
need to
does
wait
this-
for them or?
Well,
What's that
it's up to you two. Do you guys want to go back now? Because you've placed your order.
I mean, Sean already went back to get those guys.
Those guys?
Okay, so
Hey,
as Bolt finishes his interaction, the rest of the people do pile in. And
Oh, great, the gang is all here.
Soren's taken back a bit, and it's there. Oh, jeez, I've never been this busy. Are you all here just for the request, or
The quest.
Yes, this is our merry band of
is everybody after armor here?
Not armor.
Hold on.
How much do I gotta take off again, Nick?
You can pay upon actual collection completion.
Fair.
So no,
Make a
no,
note of the. That was 48, wasn't it?
yeah, 38. So just make a note of it, and you can pay it upon completion.
Nick, did you say
Say that again.
how much does the quest pay? I don't remember you saying.
The quest, it did list. Sorry, I probably forgot. He will pay 50 gold upon delivery.
Okay.
However, again, it will be percentile rolls, so you may be able to negotiate for extra payment of any more. And what were you saying a moment for, Renee?
I didn't know whether I wanted more armor.
I honestly thought you were going to talk to him about your teeth.
But I don't know. Actually, that's actually a really good idea. You're right.
Oh god.
Because your inventory doesn't say you have a belt, so you could go for a belt to hang your teeth pouch on.
Yeah, I just want a tooth belt.
You could go like cross belts across you.
Sweet. I don't want it to hang teeth on. I want it embellished with.
Okay, go ahead, talk to Saren.
Hi.
Hold on.
Really weird question. I'm sure not a lot of people ask this. I'd be more
God,
concerned
this
if they
comes
did.
up.
Could you perhaps make a belt for me? It's gonna be a little bit different. Can I get these
This is-
teeth put on it?
This is where Soren hasn't actually seen you before, so with you being an elf, he's a bit taken back of you being in the city. He's like, "You're an elf.
Yes.
Wow, you're smart. You can see, can't you?
Well, now.
Haven't had to serve one of your kind in a while. Wars and faction problems and all. But
Wars, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, cough, cough.
Not from around here. Don't know about this shit.
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm not really from around here.
the sort of work you're after, I'm not the whole... I can do the studded armor, yes, because it's just welding a few bolts onto armor. But the sort of thing you're after, you might want to go talk to your own kind about.
I don't know any of my own kind.
I adopted this one.
They're not.
And just gonna note, when he hears you say you adopted this one, and he looks at you with even more questioning looks, because people made out of water around here don't tend to come into the cities. They tend to stay to the rivers and whatnot.
They tend to just wander around.
I'm surprised no one's
Averil, will nobody ever make me my belt of teeth?
But no,
What?
he did just say to talk to the elves.
The
Pretty
elves.
much.
The elves could make my belt.
They're a bit. He goes on. They're a bit more skilled with the finer detailings of stuff.
Thanks
I
for the
never
tip.
thought I would hear that said by a dwarf.
Yeah, wow,
Yeah, but
he's
it's not
so
like you
generous.
fucking. It's not like you fucking come in here and insulted his metal quality again.
A craftsman is like very no matter what, you know, a craftsman is sort of like, you know,
And-
admits where his craftsmanship is lacking.
And
where
Sean,
others is-
if she'd asked, and yeah,
I
but
know.
yeah, which is why I'm responding myself. If she had asked for it in a sword, then I'm pretty sure, or any sort of tool, I'm pretty
If I said,
sure.
could you embellish it into my bow?
I'm pretty sure. Actually, bow probably will require the elves as well. It's wood, and dwarves are more
Wooden and bow.
more thingy with working with
Metal.
metal. But if she'd asked for it in, say, I don't know, if she'd asked for a tooth in an arrow or teeth in her swords, then Gerd probably could have done it. However, she's asking a dwarven tailor to finally put teeth into a belt.
No, I was just thinking, I would never have thought these dwarves would have been any way or shape or form complementing the elven skill.
As I said, you know, craftsman, man.
No, it's
Craftsmen are a different
again,
sort.
craftsmen, like he says, are a different sort, but you haven't actually dug into the faction problems. So
I'm not going to, hopefully.
Tune in next time.
However, yes, so you've picked up the. So you've now got the quest. It's early afternoon, approaching mid-afternoon by this point, actually.
You want to go now?
So I'm assuming you guys are probably wanting to head out while it's still light, because
We can do, yeah.
Or we can go sleep at the guild hall again.
I mean,
it's mid-afternoon. So
Oh yeah. My brain went. You said it's still getting dark, so I remember.
no, I said mid-afternoon. I never said it was getting dark. You're presently indoors.
okay.
Before it gets dark.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, let's set out then.
So, but thing is, where are you gonna head? You have to wipe.
Field started.
Well, I mean, we haven't left the tailor yet, so we could probably ask him.
True.
So,
There's the one that actually has the feckin' quest paper or one of the two that actually knows what's going on with that quest.
I just saw it and
Soren does. You ask the details, and Soren's like, well, when it comes to looking for the materials, fur you can pretty much get from anything. So wolves, bears. I mean, if you really want, there's the bramble hoppers that hop around the place. But as for the wyvern leather, you're gonna need it specifically from wyverns. They tend to.
We can go on a rabbit massacre to get all the fur.
Yeah, but you'll be getting small amounts of fur from rabbits.
Yeah.
But
massive.
he
3-foot long rabbits.
he does say that the wyverns themselves tend to cling to the higher areas, but there is the field / plains to the south of the town where wyverns tend to fly around, as well as their nidhogg relatives.
Wait,
Compare that wind ray.
had a
Nidhogg. Like four times the size of a wyvern. and
Yeah, but
tiny
like,
rabbit.
I probably overscaled. I think it was
Wind-
about 3
that Wind
times.
Rider rumor that was like the twice as big nidhogs that are in this field that also has wyverns in
we
it.
can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, you can go and inquire about the.
I mean, if we get someone
Wind
who
Rider.
can throw rocks, maybe quite literally.
I could work with that.
But anyway, so
Sing to someone.
where are we about?
Dwarves.
So, what are we doing first? Because we're going to the field, or are we going?
Do you want to get the fur first? Because I don't know.
I say
Looking at the resource map, that looks to
Well,
be
if
some
Gemma doesn't want to hunt rabbits, I can summon Graham and have him hunt them.
I mean, we don't have to hunt rabbits. It could be wolves. Or
Like I
bears.
said, there are bears, there are wolves.
like I said,
Certain areas have panthers.
No, it's just from the map. The sort of wooded area next to the mountain we were at looks a bit closer than the field.
Is that where we were wanting to head then?
I was
You wanna
no,
get some
when
get
we
the fur
started,
first.
get the difficult bit out of the way, but sure.
Yeah, but then we'd be like tired and on the way back.
I mean, we can still get Graham.
And in all fairness, I do need to go.
It is kind of
Can't remember if Wyvern. No, it's not that. It's I can't remember if Wyverns are D&D thing or if I have to do a comparable character for them.
I think you might have had to be tweaking stats for them, but they are in D&D.
But yeah,
Actually, no, I think you were just tweaking the behavior of them, not the stats.
yeah. But so either way, we can get Wyverns. But are we heading to the forests?
I'd say we had to get the fur
Yes.
first.
So you head back to where you dug up your where you got the last of the iron, and that is where we're going to leave it for today.
Cool.
Oh,
I've just started colouring, but there's no point in me colouring if I'm streaming. So I'm gonna start colouring.
Jamo, did you see the video I sent you?
So I'm gonna say ta-ra to the streamy people,
Goodbye.
and tune in next time.
Goodbye, stream.
All links and shit to. In all fairness, I did get bored earlier and create a Twitter for my streamy purposes where I will probably post a message about every 10 minutes before a stream goes live. So, y'all want to follow that? Give it follow. Other than that, ta-ra for now.
I'm gonna say goodbye to my stream too.